things like FanFest.
I met so many different players, from young to old, from families, different backgrounds.
We've not only made friends in the game, but we've been able to meet up with them at the Final Fantasy Fan Festival.
Because I love each and every one of the designs and I want to make all of them.
In the online community, I've been able to make my own impact through Namazu, particularly Namazu artwork. I started a mission of turning all of Eorzea into Namazu, the better part of which have been player catfish.
Mon meilleur souvenir lié à Final Fantasy XIV, c'est quand il m'a demandé en mariage.
Peux-tu m'épouser?
Non, pour moi, c'est que, en fait, je me suis sentie bien, dans cet univers. Et moi, j'étais chez moi.
Merci l'équipe de FF14.
I want to wish a happy birthday.
Happy 5th anniversary.
Happy 5-year anniversary.
Happy birthday to Final Fantasy XIV. Happy 5th birthday. Looking forward to many more.
ファイナルファンタジー14が申請してから5年間、世界中のプレイヤーの皆さん、そしてファンの皆さんにご支援いただいて大変嬉しく思ってます。これからさらに何年続くか目標決めてませんが、この先もずっと皆さんと共に歩んでいけるファイナルファンタジーでありたいと思っておりますので、これからもどうぞファイナルファンタジー14をよろしくお願いします。
Hey guys, just a quick word to say we're still setting things up, so we might be a little bit late in schedule, something like 15-20 minutes. So just bear with us a little bit more. So this is obviously the feast setup, but we will do the glamour contest winners reveal before with that setup. So yeah, just a little bit of patience, please. Thank you.
Have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called of light. Sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Deny? I am not wont to run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone. This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Minfilia.
If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must. Become the warrior of darkness.
They said you can't upgrade a laptop, and they said you can't get enough power from a laptop. So we built a laptop that does all that and more. The new Alienware Area 51M is now the world's most powerful and upgradable gaming laptop, featuring upgradable and overclockable desktop Intel Core processors and graphics by NVIDIA, with a revolutionary show-stopping design. Welcome to a new era.
Hello, hello. Woo, we're here, finally.
Hello.
Yes, thank you, thank you. We're back on stage with Annika and Ella. So this is not the FANFEST Regional Championship.
What if it's not? I thought we're competing now.
Oh, no, we're not. Well, I mean, you can
God
try,
damn it.
but... so it's the, look, it's written here. It's a glamour contest. Winner reveal. So, yeah, just as a quick, fresh reminder, yesterday we had the glamour contest, and it was quite successful. We had a lot of votes.
Yes, we had. And we had a long night counting all the votes.
That is very true.
So thank you to everyone who voted. It meant a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to everyone who participated. And now is going to be the time to reveal the winners. You can see the 10 finalists as a reminder. So who do you think won? 8, 5, 10. 8 over there? 10? Okay, we'll see. You'll find out very soon. Okay, so so quick reminder as well, these guys will all get one in-game item of their choice from the community items pack. And what else? There will also, the three best, so the number 3, number 2, and the grand winner will get the cloud hairstyle, right?
Totally. And the grand winner will get the whole package because they need to be pampered.
I forgot that.
That's right.
How can you forget? God damn it, Clem.
There's a lot going on, that's why. Yeah, we all set. Are you guys ready to see the winners? No, you're not ready. Okay,
No,
let's
I
go
think we have to go back. Bye-bye.
You guys ready?
That's more like it.
That's much better. Right, we've got the PowerPoint here, and we are going... I'm not sure if I click, is it going to reveal it straight away? I don't think so. Yes, okay. So, number 3 of our glamour contest is... Drum rolls. Nini Fipsi Fini Achiva, the cute Lalafell. I don't have the number of votes on me. I think it was about 25% of the votes or something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
It's
No,
quite a
well
lot.
deserved, yeah.
Yeah. I love the what was it called again? The
Cauldron King's coat in lilac purple dye.
Yes. She was small, cunning, and cute.
absolutely not like all Lalafells. But no, she's very cool. So are you here, Nini Fipsi?
No. She's probably partying at home.
I hope so. I hope so. If you're looking at us on Twitch, congratulations. You're number 3, so we will contact you after FANFEST. Right. Yes. Can we have another round of applause for Nini Fipsi Finiat Chiva? Thank you. All right. Who's number 2 now?
Yes, let's find out who's number 2. It's Melodia Stellatilis from Zodiac.
So
I clicked a bit fast.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Now at least we know we have a pastel pink trendsetter.
Yes, I was just going to say that it's fashionable to wear pink. Everyone, please wear pink in Eorzea. Thank you.
And wasn't Melodia here even?
I think she or he was.
Where is she?
Oh, she's here. Look.
There!
Congratulations. Big round of applause for Melodia.
Well done, well done.
So we will contact you after the FANFEST as well.
Yes.
Congratulations. And now...
So, do you want to know who's the grand winner of Eorzea Spring Collection 2019? Really? Really? That's all you got?
Hell yeah!
That's it!
Nice. Okay.
Spirit.
Okay, so the grand winner is... Clem, you have a clicker.
Do it.
I'm not sure if it's going to display straight away or if there's a placeholder slide. So let's see.
Let's see.
Do it now.
Placeholder slide. Wah, 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 wah.
This is just the level of suspense we have to
Let's
end.
do it again.
Yes. Do it.
Drum roll. There's no drum roll. Green is in trend, and big congratulations to Raido Wendolia on Moogle.
Are you here?
Yeah, are you here? No?
Doesn't seem like it. Well, if you're watching us on Twitch, Raido Wendolia, massive congratulations. You were the favorite of the Twitch viewers and the attendees here. So big congratulations. Great outfit, great balance.
Yeah,
yes, we can close, absolutely. Also, I have to say, Aura Master Race.
Oi. Really? Be careful, right?
Where are my Aura fanboys? They know. So yeah, congratulations to Raido, that was it. That's it for the Eurasian Spring Collection 2019. It was fun.
It was fantastic. And I have to say thank you to everyone who participated. Even if your Glamour didn't make the finals, please know that we still loved every single one of them. We actually fought in the office.
We did.
So, yeah, very well appreciated.
We sure did.
And like Clem said before, you have proven us that Glamour is the true end game.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
And see you next year for the next Glamour contest, maybe? Who knows? If you want it, of course.
Yes. You want it, right?
You don't? Okay, they don't. Right, okay, thank you so much, everyone, and see you in like 2 minutes, literally, for the FANFEST Regional Championship Final. See you in a bit. Yes. Here we are. Where is she? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. And welcome to, they're terrible. Welcome to the last stage show of the day before the concert, of course. This is the FANFEST Regional Championship Europe 2018 finals. Maybe I should introduce you.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Good.
So can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Neha. I'm also known as Rodrina. I'm on the North American community team. And I'm very excited to come to Paris to co-host the FRC once again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You kindly invited me to Vegas, so I returned the favor. So thank you. Please, a big round of applause for Rainy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So today on stage we have, so it's the final, European finals. So we've got the 4 best teams of Chaos playing for the FANFEST. We started, what, back in July? We had the preliminaries.
It was a while ago, huh?
Yeah, July, August, you know, they had to fight many games, and eventually we kept the 6 best teams. We did some semi-finals in September, and after that we kept only the best 4. And they're here today, they're backstage. I think they're
very
a
excited.
little bit nervous, but also very excited. So we're going to call them on stage, but before that...
There's some other important people before we get to the teams.
Absolutely, because we are just here to host, not to commentate. So we're going to bring our 3 amazing commentators today. One of them is quite local. He helped me commentate the semi-finals in September, and the other 2, you brought them with you, basically.
Yep.
All right, absolutely. And in. The first of the 3 commentators, my dear friends, is coming from Ireland. He has the best haircut you've seen all weekend. Please welcome Paul Boron. I was not lying.
It's a pretty epic haircut. And up next, you guys may know him from the community podcast called Mog Talk. It's Frosty.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. And last but not least, he was among the winners of the Fan Festival 2016 in Las Vegas, FANFEST tournament winners. It's +1. Thank you very much, thank you very much. So these 3 are going to provide some exciting commentary today. Well, you better be. So just a few words to check how's the mood. Bar, you and me, we commentated the semi-finals together in September in the office. And it's quite a different atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, so now that we're here up on stage, we brought through the final 4. These guys have been not only practicing over the last few months, but I'm sure they have a few tricks up their sleeves. So the games tonight are going to be super intense. They're going to be a lot tougher than the September games.
Absolutely, thank you.
And Frosty, so now, how are you enjoying Paris so far? A little different from Vegas, but are you excited to be here?
Absolutely, it's been a wonderful time so far. I mean, being up here, it's like a rock concert or something, the entire event. It's been awesome. And you guys have been doing a wonderful job. But Clem, fantastic job. I don't know if you guys can give that guy a round of applause. He's been doing such a good job.
Thank you, thank you. By the way, can you guys sing? Yes, you can? Because I think it was his birthday yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday, Frosty.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Frosty. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. That was very...
I know.
Thank you very much. What about you, +1? You were in Vegas. It was quite intense and dramatic and epic. How do you think this is going to be today?
Yeah, I mean, Vegas, as you said, was one of the most intense tournaments we've ever had in the history of the FANFEST. Really, the level of competition we saw there was insane. Obviously, congratulations to Synergy 6 who won that, but, you know, we're here in Europe, and these European players, they like to do things their own way, their own strategies, their own compositions. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the feasting table here today.
Absolutely, I agree. Thank you very much, guys. take your seats,
go ahead
set
and
up,
take a
make
seat.
yourself comfortable. You and me are going to move a little bit there, and it's time to call, the gladiators in the arena, the teams, absolutely. So, the first two teams we have today are called hashtag. It's very silent.
It's very silent.
It's the calm before the storm.
Make sure when they come out, you guys give some more energy, cheer them on. They're a little nervous, they're a little hyped, so give them your energy.
Yeah, so you can, I don't know if you guys have a favorite team, but if not, you can pick a favorite one based on, I don't know, the server they're coming from or the country they're coming from. You guys decide. Anyway, the first team on stage is going to be hashtag Free Tarot, and I'm going to let you do the honors.
All right, so starting up, she marks people as ignore on site, especially her healer, and she comes from Greece. It's Jinrai Phantom Edge.
Right. Next up on stage is he's playing Dragoon, and he says that taking light medals make him more powerful. He's coming from the United Kingdom. Please welcome Naksa Nekovu.
All right, and up next, he enjoys hiding from his healer behind walls. I don't think she appreciates that. And he comes from Germany. It's Sharia Barnes.
All right. Next up on stage, he has a very specific motto. Maybe some of you will agree. He says that Bard is the best job. He's coming from the UK. It's Audacity Rye.
And last but not least, if you've ever met a pink Lalafell in the feast, it's probably him. He likes to steal his healer's wolf's heart, and he hails from Belgium. It's Psycho Falalafell.
That's it for the first team. That's it for hashtag Free Tarot. And now we're gonna call team number 2.
Yep, they're quite literally a light party.
They're what?
They're quite literally a light party.
Absolutely, it's just 4. So these guys are 5, these guys are only 4, so playing with fire. But anyway, they are the Ugandan Warriors, and the first to come on stage is probably the loudest player I've ever met in my life. Yeah, they know what I'm talking about. If you hear someone scream during the games, that's definitely him. Please welcome Dan Liega. I told you.
And up next, he likes to use Bolt to run into trouble instead of out. And he comes from the UK. It's Amy Prower.
All right. Next. His name is very appropriate for Feast because it's something about wolf, and he's a man of few words. He's from the UK. It's Crying Wolf. I think these guys have a fan club here.
And last, everyone calls him Papa. And I gotta say, he's got the most style I've seen out of the teams. He comes from Finland. It's Thana Rathazel.
Right. Thank you very much. So I think Ugandan Warriors these guys have a fan club. Where is your fan club, Psycho?
Excuse me?
Where is your fan club?
Oh, there they are. They're on the right side.
Apparently it's here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. It's much appreciated.
So how do you? Your team is what? Nervous, excited? What's the feeling? What's the mood?
We're excited to be here. Our main goal playing this tournament was getting to FANFEST. We made it. We're super happy. We'll keep on going as far as we can. But we know the other team, they're very fierce and aggressive. So anything can happen.
Right, good luck to you.
All right, Thana, how are you feeling?
We're feeling good, like really confident in what we're gonna do on the stage, and like
We're like as ready as we can be. We're ready. We're ready to beat these guys to a pulp.
Are you gonna show them the way?
We are gonna show them the way, my brothers.
Does your hat have piercings?
Yeah, right here. Like, I don't know. It's cool, bro.
This is what I was saying about stylish. All right, well, best of luck to your team. I'm excited to see this match. Are you guys excited?
Very cool. Okay. Please take your seat, guys. Let's make sure everyone sits where they need to. Okay, that's cool. How's it going over here? You guys all set? Okay, well, Neha, I think it's time for us to say goodbye for now. We'll leave it to our amazing MCs, and good luck to both teams. Thank you very much.
Yep, good luck.
Guys, let's clap a little bit louder for these guys. Clem and Neha doing such a wonderful job today. All right, I think this is going to get pretty intense here. I'm going to try to hold my ears closed if I can.
I think Dan's far away, so we might save a bit of our hearing.
Yeah, just so to those who were wondering, they put Dan on the end on purpose because he is definitely the loudest one of the bunch here.
Yeah, we need to hear each other,
no microphone for him.
Yeah.
So guys, we have the three of us here today. I will be doing shoutcasting here at +1 during the game. We have Barb here to help with the camera work and to help with basically just giving post and pre-game conversation to kind of understand what's happening in all these different games. But before we get too far into it, we do have some sponsors, and I think we have a word that they would like to tell us from both Alienware and Turtle Beach.
They said you can't upgrade a laptop, and they said you can't get enough power from a laptop. So we built a laptop that does all that and more. The new Alienware Area 51M is now the world's most powerful and upgradable gaming laptop, featuring upgradable and overclockable desktop Intel Core processors and graphics by NVIDIA, with a revolutionary show-stopping design. Welcome to a new era.
All right, guys, I think we're back. Yeah. So we have, again, 4 teams today, but we do have a bracket that we will go over real quick just to make sure you guys know exactly what's happening, who's facing who, when, and how these matches should play out. If you don't mind, if we can get it on screen up here, and you can go over it for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So these European finals, it's going to be a best of 3 for the finals, and as you can see on both the left and the right, we're starting with the left side first, so hashtag on our right versus Ugandan on our left. And like I said, best of 3 for the finals. So we're going to take care of these finals first. After this, we're going to face No One Cares and Feels Glad Men off. And the winning team from either side will be playing in our grand finals, and that will actually be a best of 5. So we'll be an extended play, and I'm excited, man.
Yeah, no, that's really good detail work, by the way. This is the first time I've seen the graphic.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, I think the players are still getting set up right now. Before we get actually into the game, Barb, can you tell us a little bit more about these teams, kind of maybe what kind of comps they like to play, or anything that we should know about them?
Yeah, so I'll start off with Thana over in the Ugandan Warriors, because anyone who's looking to get into PvP, especially as a healer, you look this guy up and you'll find some really, really good healer guides that'll bring you from start to end, no problem, bring you up to speed in the feast. If you get into the feast, no doubt you'll hear of these guys, no doubt. They've been playing early on since around season 1 and 2. I know they started off in different light parties and eventually came together in a couple of seasons in, so these guys have been together for a very long time. They're a 4-man composition, so they've been a really, really close-knit team. So they will know each other inside out, no problem. So coming against anyone, it's going to be quite hard. They'll have their communication down to the letter, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Okay. What about our other team over here?
So the other team here also, they have a 5-man, so they have a sub to rely on. But these guys have been playing quite early on. Some of them came in a few seasons later. But again, once you get into a team, it's like any static. You get into a team, they sit down, they put their heads together, they come up with any new strats. So they have some experienced melee. So we have Naxam there who plays both Monk and Dragoon. So 2 very potent jobs. So Monk might be that a little bit slower, but it's very potent and travels very quickly, while Dragoon will pump out AoE damage very, very fast. And they'll have that. They'll be able to apply that pressure. We've also seen that both healers are actually running Astrologian. So, yeah.
That's actually kind of weird. We don't see that too often, especially in like solo queue. White Mage is definitely the dominant healer. But Astra's can be pretty powerful if you have someone who can actually play it properly.
Yeah, so the great thing about running a job like this in Light Party is that you'll be able to coordinate your cards very well. So if you get a bowl, you'll be able to spread out your defenses, that you'll have no overlapping defenses, something like a Safeguard and a bowl at the same time. Likewise, you'll see the same with White Mage, but also if you have a balance, then you can coordinate it with the burst. So if you know if your DPS's burst is ready, you can throw them the balance, and then they can just apply all that pressure at once and get through almost any defense.
Okay, all right, well, I mean, the interesting thing, I don't know if they're going to actually run with these comps right now. Maybe. They're different, very different comps here. They seem to be testing some stuff out. Do you think they're going to be running Dark Knight? White Mage? Maybe? Or are they just trying to fake out the other team?
I think until they get settled in, the guys might play it safe for a while. So again, just some key notes to point out. So Psycho over on Hashtag, he's a pretty reputable tank, so he's pretty comfortable on all 3 tanks. He also has dabbled in a bit of healer himself, so a bit of White Mage, a bit of Scholar. We have Adassi, who's came in quite a few seasons ago on Bard. He's taken up Bard very quickly, very quickly. So he knows how to keep his distance, keep out of enemy line of sight, and use the walls in the arena very, very well, while also maintaining pace with his healers. Meanwhile, on the Ugandan Warriors, we have probably single-handedly one of the best machinists in solo queue.
Oh, machinists are so scary.
You very rarely see him in solo queue, but when you see him in solo queue, it's not only rare, but it's very, very hard to pull off for a machinist to solo kill someone. And this man, he's going to bring a lot of damage.
He's
and
done
a lot
it
of
to me
CC.
in solo queue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very tough here tonight.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing I noticed about Europe is that they like to run machinists. Chaos likes their machinists. We actually saw it way more often than we did in NA, for example. I don't think we had a single machinist in our finals over there back in November. So it's going to be really, really intense. Very hard to heal against, too, if they're able to line things up properly, catch the other team off guard. The other thing, too, is if neither team runs a Paladin, you know, it's going to be really, really high damage from both sides.
Yeah, no, we don't see Paladin as much anymore in the meta. It does show up, but when they cover someone, they're taking 10% increased damage. That's one of the changes they made. And taking that while taking like an AoE, it gets pretty deadly because you're taking both parties' damage, your damage and the person you're covering. It pretty much
And
just
extra
goes.
10% on top of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But coming from our side, so as we go over on the meta with machinists, so you'll see teams run a lot of warriors as well. So I don't know if it's quite similar on NA, but with warrior you can do a long-range stun. So when your machinist between the eyes, the potency increases when your target suffers a CC, anything like stun or a bind. So when you have that stun from the warrior at a distance, machinist doesn't need to get in close range and do their stun gun, so they can play it very, very safe in the long range, in the long term. Keeping their machinist at a safe distance and also making it very hard to determine when that burst is coming because they don't need to run in close range melee range, pop the stun gun and then burst. They can just stay ranged, keep away from the enemy and keep in a good little bubble. So
and stun gun can be used defensively at that point too. So they can stop using it aggressively to run in and get the kills, and they can just, you know, when they chase the machinist eventually, they can just stun and run out.
Yeah. Right. And then one other big thing about Warrior as well is, of course, they do have Home Gang, which can also be used to proc triple potency between the eyes, and they can even combo that, throw up a flamethrower while they're Home Gang so they can get the full 5 stacks, and it's like GG at that point, you know?
I can't tell you. I've been healing in Chaos for quite a bit last month or two, and healing through 3 party members getting 5 stacks of flamethrower is pretty much just put your hands in the air and just wait for the end to happen. Because it gets really, really deadly. It does look like we might have both of our teams ready. Are you guys excited for this match? All right, we're going to get into it. Let's find out exactly what they did pick. Barb, can you give us a quick rundown about these comps they're running? It does look like they are carrying those comps.
So here we're looking at hashtag Free Tower right now, all dressed up pretty in pink. So right now we're seeing Psycho on his Dark Knight, very, very potent Dark Knight. Again, we're talking about coordination here. So when you use their unmanned to draw people in, that could be to stop them running away, get that burst in, really, really secure and any follow-up. So we're seeing Naxem on Dragoon, as I said. You're going to have those jumps, long-range distance, a lot of AoE damage, and it's just going to be very, very potent here, very potent. So moving over onto the Ugandan Warriors, we see Dan, signature job for him, Warrior, very aggressive, just like his personality, very loud, very out there. Tana, that Astro, you'll see, as I mentioned earlier, you'll see his healer guides, he'll go from Astro and White Mage all out there. And again, Amy on Machinist, so here we'll have the cross stun and the between the eyes. So the damage here is going to be very, very tough, very tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to look really scary here, too, because one thing I do need to note is that the Dragoon, Naxem here, is running Bolt, which means he has 1 less defensive to use when these bursts happen. And at the very beginning of the game is always about peeling off these additional defensive additionals that they have, then going in and getting the kills. So usually we don't see a kill happen early unless they're really, really tricky here.
Exactly, and it looks like right off the bat, Naxem being pressured. TBN goes out, Safeguard as well, and Jinrai doing her best to keep him up. Yeah, I saw a interesting wildfire, by the way, too, there onto Psycho, try and psych them out. And a flamethrower, 4 stacks onto Psycho. A lot of pressure coming out from Ugandan Warriors, trying to get a kill here. Stun goes onto Jinrai.
Yeah, and right now you can see Naxem doesn't have any additionals left here. He's very vulnerable. They can do a burst on him at any time, and he has to depend that his healer can keep him up.
Yeah, we saw a home gang there onto Naxem. Stun, follow up, but a nice TBN from Psycho. And as you said, Frosty, both these teams try to get through these opening defensive cooldowns, try and find an opening here to get their first kill.
Yeah, and it looks like they have some dots on Crying Wolf. They might be taking some damage right now.
And he goes down. Blood has been spilt here in the Crystal Tower training grounds. Hashtag Free Tower with an opening lead, 450 to 350. And Thana now being pressured. Doing his best here. We see that nice LOS kiting there. 5 seconds until we get to these adrenaline kits, which each of these provide a 25% increase to your current adrenaline gauge. Once this bar reaches 100%, you can use an ultimate limit break style ability. Normally the melees pick these up, but looks like Hashtag was able to secure both of them.
Yep, and the range and the melee were able to pick those up, so they're going to be able to do a double LB in about 30 seconds.
Naps him now. Oh, nice TBN though, barely keeping him up.
Yeah, that Butcher's block is adding 10% extra damage right now, so he's taking so much damage. Oh, Crying Wolf is actually taking some pressure here, too.
Soul Survivor goes on him, but seems like Thana is okay. Stabilizing his team with the light speed. Naxem being pressured once again. Both these teams really going hard here on the melees.
Yeah, and again, their additionals are coming back up, so they're going to be safe for a little bit, but calling time will eventually happen. LBs have just come up for Hashtag, so they're going to be able to use that probably any moment. They might hold off.
We see a wildfire, by the way, going out onto Audacity. Nice Safeguard and recoup just to stay alive.
So now he's burnt those, and so now he's going to be the next opening for their team if they want to go in there and take him out.
Now being pressured. Oh, deleted. Oh, excellent burst there from Uganda. And actually tying the game once more, 400 to 400, 3:15 left.
Yep, 15 seconds from the Wolf's Heart. They're definitely going to want to get this. Jinrai is a little bit more in need at the moment, a little bit lower mana. Oh, that flamethrower is so good.
4 stacks. It's a lot of additional damage piling up. And that actually forced her to use the protect. Now we hit the 3-minute mark. Wolf Heart appears. This, when the team that secures it, it provides one player with additional MP recovery over time, slightly increased cast times, and movement speed as well. So really, really beneficial for the healers to pick this up.
Yep, and they did secure it here for Jinrai, so they're going to be able to have that. They used their tank LB here. It looks like they might be using that, maybe, in a whole game there to kind of go in for the burst. It looks like they are going to start piling up, but maybe they're falling back. Maybe that was a trick.
We still have all the offensive LBs on either side, so this is a really big option. Hashtag has been known to do a really nice double LB, but it looks like actually,
as the LB was going off, now that's lost.
Yeah, Audacity actually got killed. Naxim and Audacity used their offensive LBs, but of course, Audacity went down, so there was no follow-up to get a kill. And that puts Uganda Warriors in the lead now, 450 to 350. Still ample time, though, for this to go in either direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is kind of scary because Uganda Warriors do have the double LB they can use. Oh, go
Dan getting
tank.
Really pressured, actually forced him to pop the tank LB. It's a 25% damage reduction for his team.
Yeah, I mean, right now, taking that, basically his tank stance is completely negated with those medals. So he is a very viable target. He will give 100 medals if he dies, and will put hashtag in the lead. So they do need to be kind of careful of getting that tank stance off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 20% increased damage on him is going to be tough for Thana. Going to be very tough. We just got to our final set of adrenaline boxes here. Looks like Dan was actually able to pick up one, and
the other one went so fast, I'm not even sure.
Naxim.
Oh, okay.
Melee of hashtag was able to pick that up. And we see a double LB going out here from Uganda. Big plays onto Naxim. But he should be.
He's good.
He was
good with the protect, and he made sure to stay up. He had the Benison on him as well.
A minute left.
Yeah, a minute left. Ooh, Naxim almost getting down.
About to go down. Psycho with the TBN. The damage keeps coming out, however, and we're going into culling time now, so this is increasing everyone's damage, taking about 10%. Dan on the other side, about to fall. Safeguard goes out, but Thana with the light speed able to keep him up. Knocks him on the other side. His protect is wearing off, so he's going to be a viable kill target now. But it seems like they go on to Audacity. Wildfire went out, TBN. They got to get okay. Amy on the other side. So much damage going out from either team. Doing what they can to get a kill and secure this first round win. Amy is the first to go down.
Now they're tied again with 20 seconds left. We're going to go into sudden death here unless they can get another kill.
Wow. Really, really intense. I mean, I'm not sure exactly who will have the advantage going into this culling time. It looks like Crying Wolf being pressured with the safeguard, but yeah, I mean, we actually have the same exact metal distribution on either side.
They did a burst on Audacity, but they completely saw that, and he was almost...
Rod Structure going out from Naxim on the Crying Wolf.
Doesn't look like he's crying now.
And now, he's still being pressured. Oh, tank LB coming out from Psycho.
Yep, we still have one tank LB from Dan. They just need to back up. Now they need to go in there and be aggressive. As soon as the tank LB falls off of hashtag, they need to put that burst in.
Exactly. Now we're about to hit 3 stacks of sudden death. So 30% increased damage on everybody, and it's going to keep going up until there's a kill. Jinrai got the wildfire, but they go in for a first shot to knock the Crying Wolf also going down. Oh. And hashtag Fritaru will be taking round 1 here.
No, that was Ugandan Warriors, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's hashtag. I'm sorry, my colors got mixed up. Maybe I'm going colorblind. I don't know. That's the thing, right? Okay, hashtag wins this first round, guys. And you can see the damage here. Naxim doing almost 250k damage. That was really, really impressive. Dan holding on to 200 medals there as well as the Dark Knights.
Yeah, so that was a pretty intense game, and I think the advantage there for hashtag Free Taro, like, while they didn't utilize it straight away, is they did get those adrenaline kits, and not only, even if you don't use your limit break straight away or your adrenaline rush, it doesn't really matter, because if you get that and don't use it, you're still denying the enemy team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we saw some great coordination there with a range and melee LB at the same time.
Yeah, we saw that. Actually, it was a very interesting point, because they went in and they did get both adrenalines at the beginning.
Yes.
And they stopped the other team from having those early, but they didn't use them themselves until after the 3-minute mark. And that 3-minute mark, everyone gets them.
Yeah.
So you're not taking advantage of that early LB, but if you're not in a good situation to do it, there's no reason to do it.
But you're also, as I mentioned, you're still denying the enemy team from doing an early one.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So we also saw some crazy TBNs there from Psycho when you see Naxim getting down to less than 1200 HP, and that TBN comes out is just perfect timing, and that's that coordination you need between the tank and healer.
Yeah, and I'm extremely impressed with that play there. It came down to the wire, sudden death. I mean, this is feast in a nutshell, especially when you have teams matched so evenly here. You get one kill here, you just need, and they went, it's strange because, they could have went for the tank and got the win with that kill, but they knew he wasn't a viable target and they needed to kind of push towards the range and get that quick kill.
Yeah, so the unfortunate thing with sudden death is that there's obviously both tanks have their LB ready, and then it's just a case of who pops their LB first. So we did see Dan have both Safeguard and LB up at the same time, so overlapping cooldowns, but at the same time, he's holding the majority of the medals for that team. So while it's a case of pop first, I think it's just wait for the LB to drop. They really, really applied that pressure, and they managed to pull it out.
Okay. It looks like the teams are ready to go into round 2 here, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and queue up and get into this next game. I mean, yeah, let's applause. Let's go into the next game. You guys ready for this? All right. If Hashtag wins this, they do win this this matchup here and go on to the grand finals. It looks like, from what I can tell, they are running the same comps on both teams. I don't think anything here changed up. Not from what I can see here.
No. Seems we're sticking the same composition here with the with Hashtag Free Tower. So again, as I said, Psycho has the options of going any tank. He's pretty comfortable. We've seen him on Warrior in solo queue. We see him on Paladin, Dark Knight, and as I said, we even see him on Healer. So they have an option to switch out their players into any role they want. So moving on over to the other side to the Ugandan Warriors.
Let's take a look at their glamours real quick. I'm actually kind of interested in this. You get a little bit closer in there.
So here from the Ugandan Warriors, you can see those early season rewards. Tana with that signature crown. You as I mentioned, if you go up and see his YouTube guides, you'll see that crown. Crying Wolf there, one of the early season coats. So these guys, as I said, they've been playing a very, very long time.
I don't think they would have won the fashion show, but they're doing okay. I think the other team was almost purely pink. I can't see it right now.
Oh, you'll see it. They left their pajamas, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they look like they need to go to bed.
So both these teams getting ready here in mid. And it's going to be a tough one here for Ugandan. But they're trying to get this first right away. Naxa goes down. And Uganda getting this opening lead, 450 to 350. Catches them off guard, and now they're going for a home game here onto Jinrai. Flamethrower combo going out here, stun. And this is going to be a lot of damage. He's trying to stay alive. And she goes down.
Man, absolutely deadly there.
They could easily get a triple kill here. They're going in onto the tank. Psycho taking a lot of pressure. Pops the Safeguard. He's also in his tank stance, so he's
okay. He's okay. He stayed up just long enough for the healer to come back and heal him. That was a really rough situation for him, because if they went ahead and got the kill in the tank, they only needed one more kill to win the game.
Right. And we're seeing an interesting medal distribution, possibly a bit risky. Dan picking up the 4 stacks there. Maximum amount of stacks on tank that he can hold, so he's going to be dealt 20% increased damage from holding all those medals.
Yep. Naxum definitely a very viable target.
Oh, nice burst, but seems like it's not going to be enough. And they get pushing back onto Crying Wolf.
Yeah, absolutely. Crying was not expecting that at all. You can see he has both his additionals available, Recuperate and Safeguard. They just countered that burst, stayed alive, and pushed at the exact same time and took him out.
Yeah, Dana was taking a lot of pressure, but he should be okay. The Adrenaline kits went up. They're still uncontested, as these teams have just been bloodthirsty trying to get these kills.
Yeah, they wanted to take advantage of them being down and it's being a 3 versus 4 situation, so maybe they could follow up and get another kill. They weren't able to make anything of it, unfortunately, though.
So either team was able to actually pick one up. Psycho, actually, both the tanks from either side picked up an Adrenaline kit, so they won't get their tank LBs up early. Interesting choice. Audacity on the other side, stun, Wildfire, but a nice response with the Safeguard on time.
Yeah, I mean, right now, they use both the additionals on Audacity here, so they are going to be a viable target in just a moment. The tank LB is up for Psycho and for Dan, and so that's kind of weird. I don't normally see that, where they pick up tank over melee.
Yeah. We saw a attempted burst there onto Naxa, but Safeguard and Protect were actually used there, so hashtag running out of defensive cooldowns. This could create an opening here for Ugandan.
And with this tank LB, by the way, this is them trying to be aggressive and push forward. And now the other team here, hashtag, can push forward and be aggressive because they're taking 25% reduced damage.
Yeah, that tank LB from hashtag was an immediate response to Amy's Wildfire onto Audacity. And they really, really needed it there. Force the disengage. We're going into culling time now.
Yep, and
so once again,
just 6 seconds away from the Wolf's Heart. They're gonna either go for a burst or go for the Wolf's Heart. They have to make a decision.
The remaining limit breaks have just appeared, and looks like the Wolf Heart was secured by Ugandan Warriors.
Yep, and so they will be able to get that extra mana. You usually get that to the healer so they can get More mana overall. We're in Coaling 2 though, and they're going for a burst. Audacity.
Oh, but the protect safeguard were both used, so we should be fine for now. Offensive LB still available. Crying Wolf though is about to go down. Safeguard was used there. We're getting through the safeguards now.
Oh, double LB.
Coming out from hashtag. It's going to go on to Amy, but a perfectly timed healer LB.
Wow. And, you know, Naxum was taking 5% reduced damage because of the light metals, now taking 10% reduced damage, so he is going to be able to be a little bit more aggressive going forward, and he is definitely going to have to go ahead and get the lead back.
Ooh. And now we're seeing a lot of pressure going out here onto Jinrai. Madare, stun. Oh, he's about to go down, and she does, in fact.
They're going to be able to follow up this kill now on Psycho, who has 10% increased damage because of the heavy metals he is wearing.
And no safeguard for him. Yeah, that is, he goes down too. Ugandan Warriors with 600 this game. And
well, they're going for Naxum right now, which will not 600 the game, I don't believe. It would be very, very sad to see 4 stacks of light metals on them.
Right.
But they have a lot of work to do here. I mean, it's 575 to 225 and a minute and a half to do something about it.
Adrenaline kits come up here. The final set, it would be really beneficial if hashtag could get these, but it looks like
Ugandan got both of them.
Yeah. Wow. Really nice pickup there from the team, at least just to deny hashtag from getting any other offensive LB off during this match.
Ooh, Crying's going down real quick. No. Wow, Thana kept him up, and that was a really difficult burst to do that.
Yeah, we see Audacity now taking some pressure, but he should be okay. A minute left.
Yeah, right now there's a minute left. Amy is going down, staying up actually because of that tank LB to reduce some of that damage. Just to give you a heads up, Amy's taking 10% increased damage, Crying Wolf is taking 5, and Dan is taking 20% increased damage right now. It's going to be really difficult for them to keep anyone up.
Yeah, but the thing is, for all the players you mentioned, their safeguards are down, so it could create an opening here for hashtag, but they're running out of time. Naxa being pressured, but he's trying to do some damage here onto Amy. Soul Survivor goes out.
This is really hard right now. I don't know what they can do to win. They're going to have to get like 3 kills in the 25 seconds.
And if Ugandan maintains this lead, they will be actually pushing this finals into round 3. 15 seconds left, but I think Ugandan might just have this in the bag, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is pretty locked in. Even if they get kills at this point, I can't really see them following this up with just 5 seconds left. So this means that we are going to be going on to round 3, though, guys. Insane to see them come back and be so dominating when they lost that last round. Bar, what do you think about that game, man?
Oh, some of that was really, really key gameplay, especially, I can just hear the screams going on from my left side. So as they all had those heavy metals on the Ugandan Warriors and they were retreating back to their base, Tana's just stay away from me because they don't want those hard swaps. They don't want them to be caught off guard if the melee was to jump onto the healer. Because as we saw there, if the healer goes down, it's just chain kill after chain kill after chain kill, and it can completely turn the tide of the match. So a team that could be going 550 to, or 575 to 225 could easily lose if their healer goes, but they played the smart move, they kept their distance. Dan peeling very defensively, stuns, home gangs out there, and in the meantime, Amy applying that pressure with the flamethrower to say, hey, you're suffering a lot of damage, you better not come near me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
we saw some very good flamethrowers.
I mean, that's pretty much what we saw with their defense. They were going and making sure that they took the fangs out of him, really. They were taking down the melee over and over again to make sure that they had to wait for him to come back up to do another burst. And the melee's always having to be, you know, in the fight. They always have to be there. They're always a target that you can swap to, and you start to get kind of like, oh, well, maybe they're not going to attack him because he only has 25 medals, but if they're leading, they just want to stop the, you know, to stop the damage coming to them, and they just held out for their last game. No one died, or sorry, not the last, like, minute. They just
I think it's just the case that because hashtag Free Tower had a lot of light metals, it's just not worth to risk going for a burst. You put yourself into a very open position, and you could risk a death, and that death, as I mentioned, it could chain into something else. But as we saw there from the teams, very good limit breaks and stuff like that. So the coordination is just on point. Again, so a lot of those LBs were, not the LBs, sorry, the flamethrowers. So hashtag free Taros, Psycho, Falalafel over there. You could see as soon as some of those flamethrowers started up, he was quick on that stun. Very quick on that stun.
Very, very quick. And it does look like they are, again, very... Well, actually, no. We see a
I believe Jinrai has changed. She really played White Mage last round, so this time she's playing Astro.
Okay.
So she has had some experience on Astro before. But as I said here, they're in their pajamas, so... you know.
Yeah, we can judge them really quickly for kind of, you know, how they're looking, it looks like. Let's see. They're blue and pink and brown and gray. I don't know. And just to let you guys know, these guys had plenty of time to decide what they were going to look like before they came today. So what they look like is exactly how they wanted you to see them. And so if they look goofy, it's because they're just goofy people.
So we see here Tana prepping one of his cards. So he's gotten Ewer to start off with. So that mana drain, so that those kills at the start, they won't drain his mana. You'd be very, very on point here. So
yep. So we're starting our final round here in our first European finals. Whoever wins this match, hashtag or Uganda, they will be taking our first spot in the grand finals coming up in just a bit.
I hope you guys are hyped for this, because this is it, man. This is the last for these guys in the finals.
We're seeing a lot of damage coming out here onto Naxum. Jinrai ready with the light speed this time. And it'll be interesting to see what Psycho's able to do now that he's on Warrior, see if he's potentially more comfortable on this job than Dark Knight. We have seen him play a lot of Warrior lately. A lot of damage going out here from both the melees.
Yeah, you can see right now they're pushing on Naxum again because he doesn't have another defensive to kind of keep him up. He has to depend completely on Psycho and Jinrai here. And no, yeah, he's running the Warrior now.
Ooh, so Wolf is about to go down. But Thana able to keep him up for now. Wildfire goes out on the other side onto Naxum. Seems like he should be okay. And what's interesting is just the positioning on both these teams. We see Ugandan Warriors trying to stay closer to their base, and hashtag is overextending just to try and get some burst going.
If they can get them in their base, they can start to control the positioning a little bit in their favor. Ooh, going in for the burst, but just denied again. They're starting to play safe. I mean,
yeah.
I'm assuming that they want to play as safe as they can to make sure they can secure this.
Yeah, we see a home game there onto Crying Wolf. It seems to be okay. We're going into culling time now, and the Adrenaline Kids, since we have not gotten the kill yet. Seems like Dan picked up one, and Psycho picked up the other one. So both the tanks picking up the Adrenaline Kids. Once again, Naxum goes down, and that's going to be the first kill here of this round. Pretty late in the game, I must say.
You guys could probably hear him over there. Oh, yeah, and right now they're going to try to push a little bit onto Jinrai and try and take advantage. Again, up to 3 versus 4. Ooh, she's getting pretty low, but definitely hanging on in there. And you can see they back out of the base as soon as they start to get in a 4 versus 4 situation. It's not a good situation to be in their base when it's 4 versus 4.
And now the team's looking for their next target. Crying Wolf seems to be getting a lot of the dots and stuff ready for the burst. Knocks him on the other side, though. Wildfire goes out, but a bowl goes from Jinrai to 10% damage reduction here.
Yeah, and again, Naxum has 2 light metals. He will only get Crying Wolf. Almost going down, but the tank LBs are going to be enough to save him. Living on the edge, man.
Seems like it won't be enough.
Yeah, that tank LB definitely saved him from that follow-up damage.
So now both the tank LBs have been used.
Yeah, so we won't see those until the end of the game again. Ooh, Amy taking lots of pressure as well here. Man, they're just swapping back there.
Yeah.
Take one down, stay up. All right, let's go in for a burst right after they're done. And,
we're going into the Wolf Bar now.
Man, that's so quick. I wish they did that in solo queue.
Seems like hashtag was able to secure that there for Jinrai for the extra MP. We're going into culling time now, and everyone has their LBs. We see a home game here onto Naxum.
Oh my gosh, I can hear him through like tons of padding. Oh man, Dan is so loud over there. They're in culling time here with now 20% increased damage.
Yeah.
No tank LB.
Oh, ranged LB coming out here from Amy. Melee LB coming out too from Crying Wolf. Is going to be enough. 460. Oh. And that's going to be the kill for Ugandan Warriors. 475 to 325. Once again, we're on match point, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this will be taking our first grand final spot.
They're trying to get on Jinrai and take advantage of this.
Stun goes out. She has the light speed, but this is going to be enough to save her.
Oh, yeah. It looks like they're holding up, using that hallway perfectly. If they go into it, it's death. If they understand that, they start to fall back here. And again, you can see they're going...
His safeguard. Almost going down.
400 HP there.
Yeah. But the thing is, with hashtag, they still have both their offensive LBs, so there's enough time for them to get back in this game. 1:40 left. They could go for a double LB, try and get a kill here. Naxxam being pressured, as is Amy on the other side.
Yeah, they just keep giving it to Naxxam here.
Yeah. Oh, double LB coming out from hashtag. On the stun, actually.
The healer LB came out the counter, but is it enough? I don't know.
He popped the lightning, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, they just got to follow up and get one more kill, and then they get in the lead and start playing defensively and start just falling back because these adrenaline hits.
Crying Wolf here, trying to kite as much as possible. Just using recuperate. Dan is responding right now. Oh my God! But he's able to keep him up. This is a miracle.
Wow, yeah, they're still trying to put that pressure on there, but he does have safeguard. He should be in a comfortable position. They have only a minute left to go in there and get this last kill.
Audacity now. Oh, almost going down. The adrenaline kicks her up, but they're just trying to get a kill here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have to make something happen here. Each team did a Dan LB.
Yeah, Dan actually picked up the adrenaline kit, got the tank LB, used it without hesitation. 30 seconds left. All Uganda needs to do is prevent a kill on their team. And they will be our first grand finalist.
Crying Wolf almost going down.
Jinrai, by the way, totally out of mana. So this is going to be trouble here for hashtag if they are continuing to be dealt damage.
We only have 1 or 2 more bursts here. They have to make something happen now. Jinrai has no...
Oh my God!
This gives them the lead. They have to fall back and just stay alive. And this is... they can't do it. Yeah, and the tank LB at the last second.
That's going to be it. Hashtag Free Toro on first grand finalist. Ladies and gentlemen,
here, guys. Right there to the last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds here. Let's go ahead and actually bring Clem back with Neha, and they can go ahead and conclude this.
Hello. Yes. I'm shaking. To be honest, I'm shaking.
I know, that was stressful.
I was ready to go, and then I was not ready anymore, and then, oh my God. What a last-minute kill, what a last-minute win. Congratulations to both teams. Can I ask you guys, you need to chill 2 minutes, I think. Is drinking...
They're still in the zone, they're still in the zone.
Go for it, go. Yes. Can I ask you guys to please stand in front? Can you guys please stand in front, please? And let's make a ton of noise for both Ugandan Warriors and hashtag Fritaro. Thank you.
You guys were very close. You may not have made it, but I have to commend you. You guys played amazingly. So what happened in that last game? You guys were really close. What do you think happened in that last minute there?
It was a mix of like miscommunication and me just kind of like not being on top of my game. So definitely they got the best of us right there. But good games. These guys were really tough and like, but yeah, definitely not.
Thank you. And one more question. Obviously, I think a lot of people could hear, especially Dan, yelling through this game. So is Dan sort of your main shot caller? Because I gotta say, especially in game 2, you had amazing positioning. You were definitely playing really back. Who kind of leads the charge in terms of your team's positioning and stuff like that?
It's a team effort, but it's definitely mostly Dan. It's definitely mostly Dan.
Okay, well, thank you guys again for the amazing rounds. You guys played awesome. Can you guys give them another round of applause?
What can you do? it's good sportsmanship. It's always great to see.
Yes.
Psycho, guys, I think you are very close, very, very close to to get out, but you managed to do it. So what does it take to do such a comeback?
Basically, feast medals give you an advantage if you're behind. And luckily today we managed to take care of that.
Right, so I mean, you managed to kill their healer, Sana, and we thought that you would be able to get a follow-up kill, which would have given you the lead, but you didn't. So, you know, at that moment, what did you guys think? Like, damn, we missed the opportunity, or?
We had to stay calm. They CC'd me really well, so we didn't have any additional crowd control to CC a target. So we had a really hard time catching the samurai. But it was just important we didn't let that tilt us and just keep cool and use those last seconds to secure a kill, because it doesn't get more close than this. So really props to the other team. It could have been either of us going through.
Right, thank you very much. Another big round of applause for #FreeTaro. And we will see you guys in the final. Yeah, what? She said, ooh, my heart. Yeah, same. You should. So the other two teams are backstage. They were all looking at the game and they were shaking. Guys, thank you for the commentary. That was
that was amazing. That was really crazy. Really close. Down to the last 10 seconds again. That's intense. I wasn't expecting that. That would be too hard for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? I just realized I forgot my notes backstage, so I'll leave it to you for 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, hey guys. So, what did you guys think of those matches?
Oh, well, that second round was a total difference for me, because we saw in the first round, the kill didn't come in until like quite a relatively late time into the game, but that second round, there was a kill straight off the bat. Those guys were on point. They applied that pressure very quickly and got in before those defenders had time to register and take place.
Yeah, and I think the other part to that too is like when we got into that last game, they played super defensively, even though it was warrior versus warrior. Yeah. And we saw calling time, and then another calling time, and then another one, which is not very common with warrior versus warrior.
Right, thank you. So, as you've seen, Neha forgot her notes as well. But I'm gonna start. So what we're gonna do now is the next semi-final, the second semi-finals. This is gonna be the team, it's written no one CRS, but it means no one cares. And the other team is going to be Feels Gladman. So I'm just gonna wait for Neha to be back and we will start calling the teams. You guys, that was exciting, right? That's like, it powers you up, so.
Sorry. Too excited that we got our cards.
It's gonna be more and more energy. Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Are you ready?
Are you guys ready?
Okay. And we're gonna start with team No One Cares on this side. And the first player to come on stage for No One Cares is, she plays since season 1, so she's quite the Feast veteran, and she's an absolute lover of cats. She's coming from Germany. It's Nana Hiro.
And up next, he was rank 1 in season 4, and he's probably the best paladin on Chaos. Oh, and he asked that everyone puts a PogChamp in chat. And he comes from Germany. It's Ash Florentine.
Right, next up on stage is actually among one of the previous Feast tournament winners at FanFest in 2016, and he has the best motto ever. His motto is just win. That's Dacian Dalet from Odin.
And last but not the least, he's a notoriously passionate player, and he actually switched from tank to range since the last expansion, and he comes from Germany. It's Meithia Yasuki.
All right. So that's it for Team No One Cares, and now let's call Team Feels Gladman. So you're gonna start.
Yes, so up first, he has placed in the top 100 multiple times on range, and he's most known for his summoner. Coming from Scotland, it's Fever Pitch.
Right, next up on stage, let's talk a little bit about PvE here. Has anybody of you done Omega 12 Savage? Because this guy was world second, and he's been multiple times top 10 in the FIS. It's Aqua Rain from Spain.
Next, we also have another player who's been in the top 100 multiple times, and I have to say, it's really nice hair. Also from Scotland, it's Garbage Warrior.
And next up on stage, he's from Finland. He has done multiple top 10 over the various FIS seasons, and is apparently a penguin in real life. I don't know. It's Zegram 14.
Up next, he actually has his own Twitch emojis, and one of them is called Emo Luigi. He's coming from Greece. It's Gabriel Fujin.
And last, because these guys are a team of 6, last but not least, he's a jack of all trades. He's ranked multiple times on multiple roles on Chaos. He's my French boy, Claude Rizal.
So let's go over to No One Cares first. How are you guys feeling for this first match?
Oh, we're definitely excited. It's, I mean, we're missing one player. We might address this later, but for now we're just trying to make the best of it. But
yeah, shout out to Rex. We miss you, and we hope you feel better soon. Okay, so you guys probably meet each other often in solo queue, so I won't have you give away any strategies, but how do you feel about the match?
We are feeling kind of confident. We have made up our new strat, which we were coming up like yesterday. We kind of hope this will work out for us because we did not have any experience before like playing like this, but I think it might work, just might work.
Well, I believe in you guys, and good luck in the match.
Right, Chloe, we're gonna do that in English. Right, we could do it in French, but no one would understand. So how does that feel to be there? Finally, after all these games, to be there on stage in front of thousands of people?
It feels kind of good.
It feels glad, man?
Yeah, like our team feels glad, man. Like everyone is glad now.
That's great, that's great. So I've heard you had a sort of last-minute change of strategy for today's finals. So what was the reason?
We feel more comfortable like this.
Cool. Well, that's brilliant. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much, Claude. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Feels Gladman and No One Cares. You guys can take your position on the desk.
Please have a seat, teams.
Yep. And we're going to give the mics back to our amazing trio. How is the Moog? Is it still...
Oh, it's still standing. I think it's a bit warm. How are you doing there, Frosty?
A little bit. Be careful not to stab anyone. Okay, thank you guys, and we'll see you after the second semi-final. Have fun.
Again, another round of applause for Clem and Neha here, doing a wonderful job. So we're going to wait for the players to get set up here, make sure everything's good with their station. It does take a moment to make sure everything is in the right spot and exactly how you need to. And I mean, this is the time to do it because these games, in the end, they're going to get a laptop, I believe, if they win.
Yeah, so not only is their laptop, but there's subscription time in it. So these guys are out to win. This is intense. They're not just here to play for fun. Well, fun's going to be part of it, but obviously there's a good key prize at the end.
Yeah, I mean, and I know it's kind of daunting coming up on stage to kind of play FEAST, something that you do from home. You don't really ever go to a stage area and do this. So a lot of these people, it's kind of like whoever can calm their nerves the most over everyone else, they kind of get a little bit of an advantage. Do you think, knowing these players a little bit, that any of them might be a little bit more nervous than the other ones?
I think there might be a bit of unsettling, but at the same time, like being up on stage, I think they've had time to calm their nerves, but once you look at that screen, you kind of blank everything around you and you just tunnel vision on it. I think it's going to be the one time people like it when someone tunnel visions. It's just, it's going to be good.
Oh, solo queue. Anyways, the other part about this is, no one cares. They were mentioning a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, one of their main players coming out was not able to make it. He was sick.
Fortunately, yes.
Yeah, and he couldn't travel. So they are at kind of a disadvantage here. They had to kind of make up a new strategy, and I'm excited to see what it is, but they're kind of almost like an underdog at the moment because of it.
Yeah, but the fortunate thing is they did have one sub player, so if they had been missing that player, they would have been out entirely. So it's a good thing they had 5 reputable players to begin with. So while one's out, the unfortunate thing is that the players are not quite hard stuck to their jobs or their roles, but at least they're quite familiar with where they are. While on the other hand, over here, Fields Gladman, as you've seen on the player cards there, you would have people play multiple roles, not just multiple jobs. So you would have a tank also play healer, or as you've seen, a tank and black mage there with Zegram. So they're going to have quite the diversity in their team, quite a number of options. So no matter what is thrown at them or thrown their way, they will have a possibility to counter it with whatever they got. So
yeah, I'm excited to see what they have for us, though. I mean, this is, again, one of the last games that we'll be seeing in the EU FRC. I mean, there's this game, and then the finals left, and we're done. There's no more EU. We'll know who is the best in Chaos. Are you guys excited to see that? All right. It looks like they're still set up for a little bit longer here.
And one thing I noticed just looking over there at Fields Gladman, it looks like Gabriel will actually be stepping in. We actually did not see him play, I believe, in the semifinals. Is that right, Bar?
Yeah, so the thing about Gabriel is anyone in solo queue, if you actually have a chance to go against Gabriel or you see him on a live stream at all, he's very fast. He'll switch targets very quickly. He's very chaotic. So you might hear that here today again. Probably not as loud as Dan earlier, but you might hear him swapping targets very, very quickly. He's going to keep that pressure on. So at one stage, he might be one side of the arena, which is going to be hard for me to keep an eye on him with the camera. So they'll suddenly switch to the other side of the arena. But Gab, he will have eyes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that guy's... Oh, yeah, that guy's a monster. He's a regular top 10 in solo queue. As we've seen, one of the best melees on Chaos for sure.
Definitely,
so really looking forward to seeing how he's going to be able to play.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't see him queue often, but he climbs to the top 10 with such ease. So they're going to have, Team No One Cares is going to have a tremendous amount of pressure on their side.
Yeah, and I mean, to mention that, if you guys are trying to climb on a solo queue ladder, I think we have like, what, maybe a week left or so? Like,
yeah, there's not much time, so if you guys want to get out there, you need to get into that queue, get your wolf collars, get those lovely weapons.
Yeah, and you can have pretty good gear. I think that's the main point, is you go and do Feast a little while, you'll at least get some decent glamour.
Yeah, as we've seen earlier, we've seen Thana with the crown. We've seen, I believe it was Crying Wolf with one of the early season coats. And there's not just things like armor and crowns. You see the mounts every now and then. Season ends, people get their mounts. They're straight into Ralgar's reach onto those mounts.
Yeah, or you could get a good haircut.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you got a pretty good haircut over here too, man. You got like I don't know what to call it. It's not the man bun. It's
man bun.
It's like a short pony. What was it? What? Can you just do? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that's called. Do you know what it's called? You just put it.
It's a man bun.
Oh, it's a man bun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just want to make sure. I'm not very good with haircuts. Apparently, I have 2 people much better than I am here today. Looks like they are still going.
Yeah, I know we can't see it on the screen yet, and so coming from solo queue on this, they're actually, if this is the composition they're going in with, it's not what I would have expected at the start. Now, I know the players are staying somewhere they're comfortable, and you guys will see in a minute. It's not what I would have expected.
Yeah, we'll see if they lock this in. Sometimes it's just kind of there to throw people off. One thing that I haven't seen it in a tournament yet, or is something serious, but some players, they'll pick additionals, but you can change them like at the last second before the gates open up. I haven't seen someone try to do that yet. But.
Yeah, so that's the great thing about PvP. It's not just about doing your burst and coordinating your burst and the actual, generic PvE kind of thing, coordinating your cooldowns together. You gotta also psych out the enemy. So the great thing about PvP is that when you attack something, it reacts. There's no script. There's no generic reaction to it. Everything is on the spot, thinking, reacting, and they could have a slew of counters to what you do. So these guys need to do everything they can to psych out their teams.
Absolutely, and I mean, kills happen so quickly here. Within maybe 1 to 2 seconds, you'll see a kill happen. And all they have to do is just do one or two things to trick the other team to protect the wrong target.
Yeah.
And then they'll get a kill on a different team. And that's just part of the mind games of what Feast is right now.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if anyone noticed it earlier, but we could see earlier with Ugandan Warriors, their Amy Prower was actually using their wildfire. So the purpose there is to make it look like they're about to do a burst. So we might see it here if we get anything in like that where you can debuff a target, make it look like you're about to burst them. So you force the enemy team to use any OGCDs, whether it be their Dragon Sight to counter burst, their Safeguard to avoid the burst and take lessen damage. Bait that out, and then all of a sudden, again, as you said, if they coordinate that here, you said if you have someone like Gabriel on your team, you'd just be switching targets straight away. Oh no, that guy's got Safeguard, we go on to this guy. They'll get, I believe there's going to be a huge amount of damage. There's going to be a lot of noise here up on stage, and it's going to be complete chaos.
Well, hey, chaos. Huh?
Yeah, data center by name, you know?
All right, looks like we are finally ready here, guys. We're about to get into the first match, or first round of the second match here. You guys ready for that? All right, let's see what they did go in here with. Barb, can you give us some thoughts on this?
So here we are with Team No One Cares. So anyone who plays solo queue will know Ash, long-time Paladin. He's just come out with a guide there recently. So he's not only got the experience, he's got the knowledge to kind of pass that on to other people. So Make the Hero Machinist, long-time Machinist again. He's one of the competitors for Machinist to get next to Amy Prower in solo queue. So these guys are going to have, it feels like it's going to have a lot of pressure on their hands. It's going to be very hard to get in that burst, as you mentioned earlier, with cover on Paladin.
Yeah, and this is looking quite different than what we saw in the semifinals. Zigram on that Black Mage. In the semifinals, he was actually on Paladin. I think that's what we see him on quite a bit in solo queue.
He had been on, I believe, Warrior for 2 of the rounds and then switched to Paladin on the last, which is what has caught me off. I was expecting him here to come in on tank because, as I said, they have the diversity. Claw can play melee, and so they got a slew of options to go.
Right.
Yeah. And the Black Mage is a very scary ranged DPS because they can throw out a sleep on the entire team every minute or so and just completely stop a burst or stop them from doing anything for about 3 seconds.
Right, so we're starting off here, our second finals matchup.
Ooh, yeah.
And it looks like Gabriel now being pressured. Actually, both the melees are at the moment. This is going to be a best of 3, of course.
Ooh, ooh. Nana keeping herself up there, running with the Recuperate and Safeguard to make sure no more burst comes out after that initial burst that she just had. That does put her in a weak position here for any follow-up burst they do on her, though. Ooh, and a sleep on Dawson.
Yeah, a bit late on the Purify there might cost him if he's not able to keep Nana up, but he should be okay. But yeah, that was really, really dangerous.
Yeah, the Venison came up just in time. Man, that is scary looking. And of course, Paladin going over there, throwing the clemencies out as well to make sure people stay up.
Right.
Cover here to make sure Nana just doesn't die. But you can see the cover went up, but instantly removed it because you don't want to keep it up for too long. You just want to take a little bit of that damage.
So now it looks like both the safeguards of Feels Gladman have been used. So Gabriel and Zeg could be a good target here. Nana continuing to get pressure though.
Oh, and the hollowed ground from Ash here prevents any damage that's going to be going in that burst if they keep on Nana there. We do have the Adrenaline Kits coming up in about 5 seconds. It does look like they're trying to push back to the center base. May caught out a little bit out of position there.
Oh, maybe about to go down with a nice cover once again from Ash. Adrenaline Kits have appeared, and both the teams just getting to work on those. One goes to either side, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like Ash did decide to pick up.
Oh, and we see a sleep going on here onto Dashy, and Nana goes down.
That is the first blood today, or first blood this match. That is really nasty. You can see they're kind of ignoring that adrenaline in the back.
Dashy continuing to get pressured here. Ash goes in for the cover, but the foul goes out. The damage keeps piling up.
Man, they're so low they could go on any target right now. Clemency's coming out trying to keep him up. Dawson getting very low. He needs a cure. Oh!
Healer of No One Cares goes down and Feels Gladman can follow this up without too much resistance. Ash did go in for the tank LB, but I don't believe he has the hollowed ground. So he might actually go down too here.
Oh my goodness. They just need one more kill here on May and they can actually get 600 here. It looks like they are picking up the medals here. So they are going with collecting metals early in the game, which can be dangerous because that just means a lot of increased damage, and these comeback mechanics from having the heavy metals can be kind of scary, especially going for 3 more minutes in this game.
Yeah, 4 stacks going on to Claw, 20% increased damage, 2 stacks on Zeg, 10% increased damage, so going to be something that Aqua wants to watch out for to keep them up.
Yeah, and right now they have to be very careful with May because that is a win condition. They could just kill May and be done with it.
Yep, not an out, being pressured. Cool Meteor coming out from Zeg, and it hits Dacian and Ash. That's a 25% damage up on those targets for 10 seconds.
Yep, they are falling back for the Wolf Star here. You can see that awesome teleport there by Zagrum. They now should be able to pick up, Aqua is going to be a lot better on mana, but if you look at Dawson, you know, he didn't really need it. Ooh! See what I'm saying? 1 second.
Wow.
Dead.
Yeah, and that was an interesting choice for a target because he didn't have any heavy metal stacks, so he was being dealt the normal amount, but I guess they kind of caught him off guard. We see a range LB coming out here, double LB going out from No One Cares. Who is it going to be on? Seems like it was on the Claw, but he was ready with the Inner Beast and the Defiance, of course.
Yeah, and right now, there's a couple options they can do to kind of come back. Getting Zagrum down would be a really good option. It still wouldn't give them the lead, though.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. 500 to 300 in favor of Feels Glad, man. And both the teams are looking for their targets now. Seems like Maythia got home gang to protect one out from Dacian.
Ooh. Yeah, Ash has no mana left. Barely can help with any clemencies at the moment.
Maythia now being pressured. But she does have her safeguard, as does Nana. But Ash as well is going down. This is a lot of damage for Dacian to try and juggle.
Yeah, right now, they're not even going for the adrenaline kit.
Yeah, LB going out here onto Dacian. Ash with a perfect cover to keep him up.
And the hallowed ground to make sure that it's just completely covered at the moment.
I must say, really, really excellent defensive work coming out here from No One Cares. This Paladin White Mage combo is doing work for this team.
Yeah, this is, they need to figure out something. They are going into culling time, which can be kind of advantageous for a more defensive team with a Paladin.
Yeah, we say a home gang and Sleep go out. They're trying to get this kill on the Maythia, but Ash getting the cover once again in the nick of time. Looks like one of the adrenaline kits, by the way, went to Feels Glad, man. Picked up by Zeg on that Black Mage.
Yeah, someone has to die here in just a second. They're taking 20% increased damage. Every player is, which means that, you know, Zagrum's taking...
Ooh, and we see the Co-Meteor go out. Hitting Nana and Maythia. 25% increased damage, and they just go down like that.
Yeah, 25% increased damage plus
the culling time.
Yeah.
Impossible to heal through.
Yeah, at this moment, there's not much left they can do. It's 550 to 250, 15 seconds left. They would have to get a series of kills. You can see they just kind of pull back. They all understand. So it does look like the first round is going to go to Feels Glad Man here. Very, very impressive play. I mean, we're going to see what they can do coming back. I mean, Bar, what kind of options do you think they need to do here? Yeah, definitely applause, guys.
So, I think they have a few options up their sleeve still. No One Cares. Like I know, as I said, they don't really have much diversity in their roles, but we've seen Ash before. He would have played healer, so they have options to kind of switch up. But unfortunately, Dacian, he's a solid healer. Dacian's been healing a very, very long time.
One other thing, by the way, Bard, Dacian was actually on the winning team of the 2017 Frankfurt Fan Festival Feast Tournament.
That he was. So if anyone who watched that, you would probably recognize him. He's been playing Feast a very long time, so he would have brought that experience back to his team, maybe do some coaching, and we'll see if it pays off later on.
Yeah, I mean, right now you can see it does look like they're working on something over there, but do you think they're just going to run the same comp as they did just now? Do they have many options? Do you know of these players, how many options they have to kind of swap out? And
Feels Glad, man, I know have a lot of options under their belt, but after seeing that round, they really coordinated those sleeps, followed in with the burst. So because the sleep is a long-range CC, it's very easy to just CC the healer and give yourself free reign over the entire team. So we saw Dacian go down, followed by Ash, and really there's nothing left to do. Like your Clemency can only do so much, and then when you have the damage of either a Fire 4 or a Fell coming at you, and as I said, Gabriel just pounding away with that spear, it's going to be very, very tough to stay alive for very long.
Yeah, and I mean, even with, the Paladin there, he did have some really great hallowed ground covers there that kind of stopped a lot of the burst that was coming in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just really wasn't enough. It does look like our teams are ready to go into round 2 here. Are you guys ready? All right, this could be match point here. If Feels Glad Man does win this round here, and it'll be done.
Straight through to the finals.
Yeah, straight to the finals.
And
it's going by so quick.
Yeah, and that will be against #FreeTaru, who is our other grand finalist. So whoever wins this, I mean, it's going to be a really, really intense match.
So here we see May heating things up already.
Just a little bit of show there. They get this free emote for being.
So they're keeping their composition the same here. So as I said, Ash has experience on multiple jobs here, not only like in different roles, but on tanks. So back in the semifinals back in September, we did see him on Warrior for a bit, but he's trying to play defensive, stick on the Paladin, and rely on the burst between, the very potent burst between a Machinist and Dragoon. So we'll see if that pays off this round. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Feels Glad Man decided to stick with the Black Mage and Warrior comp. So we saw a few home gangs there, some very good home gangs defensively, while Gabriel just, pushing that damage, just pushing through, Zegram standing back, Felds, fire forwards, but at the same time, Ash did manage to catch some of those key bursts, CC the Black Mage, because they pump out so much damage that as long as you can CC the Black Mage, your healer should be able to do just fine.
Yeah, and again, having Dragoon and Black Mage here makes it a lot of trouble for the Paladin, because taking that double damage is just going to delete them if they just one wrong cover and he's down.
Right. Both these teams getting into it right now. We're on round 2 of this best of 3. And we do have Feels Glad Man leading 1-0. They're trying to put up a lot of pressure here onto Nana.
Yeah, again, peeling off these additionals. Nana already using both of hers. Gabriel using his right now.
Ooh.
So they're both going to be very valuable, very vulnerable targets here in just a moment.
Looks like Dow's going to be impressive, but a lot of damage going out through the cover onto Ash. It should be okay. We saw also a nice flamethrower go out there from Mathia, but not able to land a kill there.
And there goes the hallowed ground cover. There's not many more options we have left for Nana here. Oh, still continuing that pressure, just pushing and pushing. Oh, but Gabriel actually getting very, very low as well.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough now for Dacia. The protect was used, but the damage continues to roll out to get the kill anyway.
That was so low. They just kept bursting her, and she kept going down to 400 or 500 HP every single time, eventually just going down afterwards.
And it looks like they were trying to keep up the pressure onto Mathia, but nice response with the safeguard. Cover from Ash as well. We're hitting the 430 mark. The adrenaline kits are just appearing.
Yeah, and this, of course, makes a huge difference. They need to go for these objectives within it. Both teams getting it. It looks like Gabriel did pick it up, so he is going to have that melee adrenaline rush here in just a little bit. They still haven't decided on the other team who's going to pick it up, though.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like they went for a wildfire there onto Claw, but decided to go for a disengage. Protect was used. So that's a big defensive cooldown they got through. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mathia, foul goes down. It's Zegram able to get the kill. Putting them in an even further lead, 500 to 300. Daisy, it goes down too.
Oh my goodness, they just need to get one more kill here. If they can kill, well, they're actually not going for Ash, they're going for Nana here. Ash would give them the 600, but they are opting out of that.
Yeah, 3 kills in a row for Feels Glad Man. Let's see if they actually pick up these medals. Yeah, it looks like Zegram's going immediately for those. So 575 to 225. If they hit 600, it means that they would have they will actually end this game early.
Yeah, this will be a very quick match if that's the case. I mean, they could get a kill on either May or Dacian or Ash, and that will give them the win here. Right. And they are putting that pressure on May at the moment.
Ash does have the tank LB, but on the other side, Gabriel has the melee LB, so they could go for a quick end here in round 2. And if Feels Glad wins this, it means that they will be our second grand finalist.
Yeah. Aqua does seem a little bit lower on mana here, so they could probably take advantage of this. I mean, Gabriel having that extra 10% increased damage because of those heavy metals, he's a very vulnerable target. If they can get that safeguard on him, they should definitely start putting really heavy bursts. You can see they're going for it right now.
Yeah, Gabriel, and the co-meter coming out here from Zeg onto Dacia, Nana, and Mathia. 25% increased damage on all of them at the moment. They're going to try and capitalize on this. Tank LB was used. Just to kind of mitigate that. We see a double LB coming out from No One Cares. On the Claw.
Oh, what?
Whoa, Pommier goes out. So he should be okay. He's still holding on to the tank up. Nope, actually just used it right
that
there.
flamethrower, so
5
many
stacks. Aqua trying to keep him up, but he's running out of MP and Claw goes down.
Wow, bringing them back a lot closer. Oh.
On the other side goes down too, though.
Okay, okay.
So an interesting trade-off. 500 to 300, so the lead has been shortened.
And one interesting note here is Ash did pick up all those metals, so he has 4 stacks at the moment, while his team is very safe with those light metals that they have currently. Obviously, he is going to be able to not cover as efficiently. He is not in tank stance at the moment, though. A very easy target. He is going to be taking 20% increased damage. And there we go. There we go. I was waiting for that tank stance.
And wow, this is going to be really intense. Gabriel still holding on to the melee LB. So it's a big option there. Foul coming out here. Feels glad man looking to keep up the pressure. It seems like they're trying to pile up here onto Ash because he has those 4 stacks, as you mentioned. 20% increased damage onto him.
If they can get a kill on Ash, they'll win the game. It'll be a 600.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the risk with doing a tank with 4 metals.
Yep, and we see the melee LB coming out here from Gabriel onto Ash. Oh, what a really excellently timed hollowed ground there. A minute left here.
They got to make something happen. They need to go get a kill on either Aqua or 2 other. If they get a kill on Aqua, they can follow up on pretty much anyone and be in a pretty decent situation.
Right.
And that looks like, well,
seems like they were trying to do that, but he got the protect on him. They tried to go for a swap onto Gabriel. Could be okay. Now the thing is, just earlier there, Claw and Aqua actually picked up those adrenaline kits, so they might have a tank and healer LB up.
Yeah, I mean,
before the end of this game.
The cooling time right now is increasing all the damage by 10% at the moment. Oh, Seagram getting really
But Ash on the other side is about to fall, and he goes down. That's going to be our first 600.
Oh my goodness.
And Feels Gladman is officially our second grand finalist who will go up against #FreeTaru.
That was so fast. Absolutely incredible play there. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was like, they're going to hold on for just a little bit longer, but unfortunately not here. Let's go ahead and bring Clem and Rodrina back onto the stage here to talk to the scenes.
We're back.
We're back.
1, 2, yes, we're back. Thank you. That was amazing. You fought very well. Thank you. Congratulations. Can we have a round of applause for No One Cares? We do care. And for Finish That Man. Cool. So we have our second finalist, but before that, I'd like to talk to Team No One Cares. So first of all, I need to ask you, where does that name come from?
Excuse me? What is it?
Where does the name of your team come from?
Oh, it's just a Discord meme which was going around for like in the PvP scene for the last 2 years since Feast was introduced.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So you guys, we touched briefly upon it. Sadly, one of your team members could not attend because he got sick right before the FanFest. So you had to sort of like improvise. So I think Nana, you were playing pretty much Dragoon for not the first time, but almost. You did do well. Congratulations. So, well, you did your best, I guess.
Yeah, we did our best, I think.
So how was the coordination? Because you are the machinist in the team, so you have to coordinate a lot with your melee, and obviously it was quite new for you to coordinate with Nana. So how did you go with it?
It was, to be honest, it was not the best, but we weren't trained at all. Nana is more a ranged or heal player, but yeah, this is the improvisation we came up with. But there's nothing you can do about it. We tried, we didn't do it. Oh well. Maybe next time, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, a big round of applause, especially for the Dragoon. Right, if you got one.
All right, and now we have Team Feels Glad. Man, I'm sure you feel pretty glad right now, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
All right, well, congratulations. You guys will be heading into the final. So tell me a little bit about that match. I guess you said you guys were changing strategies sort of at the last minute. So would you say that worked out?
It kind of did.
Only kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you feeling going into the finals now? You'll be facing against #FreeTaru. They played a very good match earlier versus Ugandan Warriors. So how do you feel about going off against them?
It's gonna be exciting and pretty intense.
All right, well, good luck to you guys again, and thank you, and congratulations again for winning that semifinal. Round of applause for Feels Gladman.
Frosty has a fan club somewhere.
A member of one, at least.
Frosty Fan
Me?
Club.
I am.
Are you in that club?
I am.
Oh.
Right, so look at them. Thank you so much. No one cares. Well fought. And now we have so the second finalist, which is Feels Gladman. So it's time to call back on stage. Who was it?
Team hashtag
Fritaru. That was it. So team hashtag Fritaru, please, if you are ready, come back to the stage now. And if you're not, they are. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, very good. So no player change, no subs. No subs either on your side, okay. So this is it, this is the big final. So first of all, I would like to ask the crowd to choose their camp. So who is going to support team hashtag Fritaru?
All right. What about Team Feels Gladman?
It's fairly equal.
Believe it.
Hashtag Fritaru.
Feels really Gladman?
Yeah, it's pretty balanced. It's pretty balanced.
Good.
So this is the big final. It's going to be best of 5, as you guys said. So we need all that energy from you guys. So, you know, it's the last stage show of the day. It's the last games. So make some noise when you see something cool. How do you feel, Psycho? You're going to fight against Feels Glad. It's going to be another tough game.
Yeah, well, you all saw what they just did to the other team. So, yeah, we'll try and do that to them.
Woo, shots fired.
Whoa, do you have any shots back for them?
Don't LOS too much, Psycho.
Whoa.
Right, okay, the fight has started. All right, if you guys can take up your positions
You guys can take
while we're going to check if everything is all right. How do we feel on the commentator's desk bar?
Yeah, so we see no player change here, so it's a question of, as I said here earlier, with Feels Gladman, the players who are still sitting here, they do have a lot of diversity in their jobs. Meanwhile, over on hashtag Fritaru, as I said, we do see Psycho on multiple jobs within the tank area, in the tank role, so there's still a chance that they might pull something out from their sleeves, some little secret, something they might have been practicing. So again, it's been a long time since September. They could have been practicing any new composition, so anything here is possible since then.
Right, thank you. You guys feel ready for the last?
Oh no, not at all. I think it's,
you're not ready.
Yeah, I think I
okay.
might.
Well, I'll take your spot.
Well, you know, Clem, before we turn it over to them, actually, why don't we talk about what's up for stake for the two teams here?
What's what?
What's up?
Yes,
stake?
of course.
The prizes.
Very good point. We've got these trophies. I don't know where the camera is. It's here. If we can have a zoom on one of these.
Zoom
trophies.
in on this trophy.
So we've got 6 trophies. These guys are 6. These guys are 5. So if Fritaru wins, I can go back home with one of the trophies.
Wow.
So.
Well, we see who you're rooting for.
Right, where are they? Yeah, they're here. So which one is it? I don't know where the camera is. Yeah, so this is, it's rather small, but it's actually quite heavy. I'm going to try the angle. Yes, yeah, it's quite heavy and thick. So yeah, we had the same in Las Vegas. They will be the same in Tokyo. And these guys will also get an amazing in-game title to show off.
FRC
champion.
Yeah.
So the FRC champion in Europe are going to be decided in 3, 4, or 5 games. And it's time for us to take our leave and let our commentators do the rest.
All right, we will hand it over.
You guys ready? You're gonna hype that crowd up?
Guys, can you be hype a little bit so I don't look bad?
I think they brought it themselves already. Come on, guys, come on.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
Enjoy the finals.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I look a little bit better. Maybe they'll bring me back again next time. But man, this is pretty exciting here. They're going on. I think they're doing some final setup stuff. Before we get into this, we do have one last moment. We want to get back to our sponsors here, Turtle Beach and Alienware, and just kind of take a couple of words from them real quick, and then we'll be back. We'll see where we are then.
They said you can't upgrade a laptop, and they said you can't get enough power from a laptop. So we built a laptop that does all that and more. The new Alienware Area 51M is now the world's most powerful and upgradable gaming laptop, featuring upgradable and overclockable desktop Intel Core processors and graphics by NVIDIA, with a revolutionary show-stopping design. Welcome to a new era.
All right, guys, we are back. I think I got the cue this time. I think I got it. All right, the players look like they're ready and everything, but we do have a couple things I want to go over. Can we go ahead and bring the bracket back up on the screen so you guys can take a look at that, just to kind of get a review of what has happened so far, and if Plus doesn't mind going over that for us real quick.
For sure, for sure. So it seems like... Sorry, guys.
We'll look back here this way. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, so of course we had hashtag versus Uganda. That was our first matchup here of the day, and it was really, really close, but hashtag did win 2-1, and that was, of course, a best of 3. And on the other side, the match that just ended was No One Cares versus Feels Gladman. Feels Gladman came out on top with a 2-0, and both those teams are our grand finalists. It's going to be best of 5. Things are about to get really, really hype.
Yeah. I'm hoping this is a 5-game series. I don't want to see it be a 3-0, but you never know. These guys were pretty rough on the other team there. What do you guys want to see a five round game? Okay, so somebody, kind of sandbag it if you got to.
Well, I think from what we've seen here from the last 2 games from both hashtag and from Feels Gladman, these guys have applied a lot of pressure. So it's either going to be, the games are going to be lots of kills on either side, counter kills, and the melts going back and forth, or they're gonna expect that burst and try to play super defensive. So we'll see what goes on. I don't think we'll see a 600 here. I think while the pressure's really high, they're gonna expect it, and they're gonna have their defenses ready and good to go.
Yeah, you might see a lot of defensive play here when we get into this game, because I mean, again, this is five rounds and it's over. It's over. Yep. It's done. I mean, each round is only about 6 minutes long usually, and so it will go by pretty quick. Are you guys ready for this? All right. Barb, give us a little bit of what's going on.
So here we see on hashtag Free Taro, Junior has hopped back onto Astrologian and Psycho on the Warriors. So Warrior is a big part of the meta here in Europe, so we see that really aggressive. So with Butcher's Block, you're adding 10% more damage onto your target. So along with Naxam on Dragoon and Audacity on Bard, they will apply some very fast and some very hard bursts. So along with that Warrior, it's going to be super aggressive. It's going to be very, very tough. Meanwhile, over on Feels Gladman, recently, White Mage has become part of the meta thanks to their ability to protect very, very frequently and reduce the damage taken. So Zegram's still on Black Mage. We're going to see some of those very, very good sleeps out there. So he's going to be sleeping one of the targets. Meanwhile, they'll burst another, and we'll just see the damage go out, and they'll just coordinate so well. As I said, Gabriel on the team, that Dragoon just jumping around the arena. You won't catch him. He's like a fly. He's all over the place, and he really, really applies damage.
Normally. I think I do a pretty good job. Just get a fly swapper, or whatever you call it. sorry. But yeah, you can see him going in right now. Probably just going to be peeling off these additionals, getting them into some pretty good positions here to go ahead and do an actual burst. Gabriel, though, it looks like he almost took one there.
Oh no, he goes down.
Wow.
Before he was able to...
They got the fly swapper.
I mean, he didn't even have a chance to use his safeguard. The burst was that quick, and they're trying to follow this up. Aqua being pressured. Stun goes out. Protect was used. We should be okay for now.
Yeah, they're getting into a better situation here because it's going back to 4 versus 4. Man, I killed that early. I mean, in these warrior situations, you can. Oh my God!
Wow, 2 kills in a row for hashtag. 500 to 300. Just in the first minute of the game, this is almost unheard of.
Man, that smack he was talking earlier is being followed up with. Wow. Man, look at this. Yeah, definitely right now they're trying to put some pressure back to, go in this hallway and kind of say, hey guys, you come this way, I'm pretty much going to kill you. And you can see him backing out right now to kind of avoid that.
Yeah, we see some damage coming out here onto Claw. A lot of dots going on to him as well as Aqua, but it seems like they try to go for a burst here onto Gabriel. Safeguard was used and Naxum on the other side, going down to no safeguard available from either of their DPS.
He runs Bolt, which is something that I just shake my head at, but I mean, if he's good at it, I mean, he won earlier, so I can't really say anything about it, but.
We saw a really nice secure. Both the Adrenaline kits go into Feels Glad, man. The melee and ranged were the ones to pick those up, the Dragoon and Black Mage.
Yeah, oh man, Psycho getting kind of low. It's kind of low there.
Yeah, Jinrai should be okay with the light speed, but Gabriel on the other side goes down.
Again. Wow, they are just dominating the first half of this game here. It does look like they did get the medals here. They are going to be in a position where Audacity is going to be taking 5% increased damage and probably a very vulnerable target. But they're still trying to put that pressure on Psycho here.
Yeah. Now, Feels Glad, even though they are losing, like I said before, they got both those Adrenaline kits, and now they're trying to take advantage of that. Zegrev going in for the Co-Meteor, but Audacity is the one to go down from that. Really nice work here from Feels Glad, man.
Yep, and now
trying to get back in this game.
Yeah, they're trying to get back in the game. They're in a 4 versus 3 situation, so you can see them again trying to follow up and get back on him and get those medals off him, because if they kill him,
I'll be coming out here from Gabriel onto Naxum, stun as well. Sleep goes out onto Jinrai, but oh man! Wow! Feels Glad, man, making a huge comeback here.
I mean, now the medals count is very close, but I mean, you're still in the lead here with a 4-13 lead. And so if they just keep that, they'll be fine. The Wolf's Heart is about to come up, and Jinrai definitely needs that mana.
For sure. She was having some trouble also in the previous round. Psycho almost drop it down low. But it seems like, yeah, they were, hashtag was able to secure that Wolf Heart there for Jinrai. Going to be very, very needed. Claw on the other side being pressured. Jinrai here on hashtag though. Man, there's just so much back and forth here from both these teams.
Yeah, she needs to find a way to get out there to the middle of the arena, but they know that as well, and they're going to pounce on her as soon as she gets out there.
We see a foul going out here onto Jinrai. Home gang as well. See, they're trying to catch her before she's able to get her mana back.
Yeah, now to tank LB, this is the time to run out there and take advantage of this and get that increased mana. Oh, she got actually an Ur, so that should help her out a bit.
Now Aqua on the other side is going to be in a lot of trouble. Melee will be going out. Zegrev goes down.
Use Aqua. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, so that puts him a little bit further in the lead here.
Oh wow. Aqua being pressured. Protect was used. Yeah, so much pressure. And Aqua goes down.
This is going to be a good situation for them to follow up. They're going on Claw right now to get that extra 100 medals. They're going to see if they can do it. I don't know if he has home gang up. He does.
And he goes, this is so close. But Psycho on the other side is getting down low too.
Oh, Feels Glad, man. Only 6 medals away from losing here. Oh, it looks like they're okay. So, I mean, they could actually kill anyone on the team and get the victory. So that puts them in a pretty good position, but they have to be safe because Naxum is taking 10% increased damage, and so is Audacity. And if they could just turn this around in the last minute and 15 seconds, which has been done multiple times before, they're not out of the game yet.
Hashtag on the way back to their base, they did secure both those Adrenaline kits. One going to Psycho for the tank LB, one going to Naxum for the melee. Naxum goes down! This is, I mean, there's a minute left, and with the way this match has been going so far, it could still go in either direction.
They're not going to have another sleep, I don't think, except for the last moments of the game, which I don't think is going to be enough to keep Jinrai down. It's going to be pretty tough. If they can kill Jinrai, they can actually follow that up onto, they have to kill Psycho.
Yeah, Homegate goes out, foul as well. Melee LB2, Stun goes out. Amazing ZC, and she goes down.
Oh,
they follow this up on Psycho, they get the lead.
Yes,
Actually, if they follow it up on Audacity, they get the lead as well.
Yeah, well, Audacity doesn't have the safeguard, so it's a clear target. Cometer was used. But he's trying, he's actually kiting a bit back to their base, and it seems like they weren't able to connect.
Alive?
Oh, Psycho! Whoa! Oh no! Psycho goes down after the home game.
Oh man, so close to holding on there. That's just like 7 seconds left. They just need to fall back and just not let anything else happen. You know, Naxum's still back there, but I can't see.
Wow.
That
round
really
one
good game.
win here. For Fields Gladman in this best of 5. And look at this damage, by the way, before we go anywhere. 270,000 damage from Gabriel.
That Dragoon damage is just so brutal, so brutal.
Yeah. So we can see there that it's not only just when you're bursting your target, but we can see when Psycho's going in to help break the Wolfheart box, that AoE damage, so Gabriel's applying it to the Wolfheart box, it's hitting anyone in melee range of that Wolfheart box. So we can see Psycho, as the Wolfheart's about to break, Psycho dropping quite low.
Yeah, very low. I mean, that pressure, this Warrior, again, Warrior versus Warrior is so quick. It's so quick. I mean, they get that Butcher's Block out there, 10% increased damage, and then they just murder. And if you can get a sleep like they were doing before, that completely controls their team and they can take over. But I mean, I don't know who's gonna, I really don't know who's gonna win this. I mean, after seeing that game, how many people are still on the side for Phil's Gladman? Okay, I see somebody was not prompted yet, but they're going for a hashtag. How many people for hashtag? Okay, they might have gained some people after that game.
But we could see from that game, Fields Gladman's choice to go with Black Mage is really paying off with those co-meteors. So those co-meteors are hitting at least nearly 2 people every time. So that damage is really spreading out. So again, you have an AoE debuff paired with a Dragoon who does AoE damage. So when you're getting that, 25% extra damage on 2 people, that's applying some serious pressure. So we could see there as the heavy metals came in for #FreeTaru, that the pressure kind of built up, and it just became too much, and the heavy metals just kind of screwed them in the end.
When we go into this, just real quick, because I don't want to forget about this, can you take a look? I forget which team. That's the Nightgown team. What's the other team wearing here today?
So just quickly while I look at #FreeTaru,
okay.
just because I want to go over the composition. So sticking with their Warrior, Astro, Dragoon, and Bard, because we've seen some very fast kills in here today. So I think what they got, like 1 round, they still got another 4 rounds at most to play, so they could bring it back. So switching over quickly to Fields Gladman, Claw sticking on the Warrior, Aqua again on a White Mage. Again, no composition change.
A lot of Lalas.
Staying where very comfortable. So anyone who's familiar with Gabriel, he'll know he's the Dark Demon. So here he's coming, bringing that damage and just straight out with the raw DPS from Dragoon.
This is kind of creepy. I mean, you got this demonic guy with these small people kind of following him around here. I guess that's not the right word. Is it? What's the right word for that? Lala? Just
vertically
Lala?
impaired?
Lala. Okay, fair enough. You're definitely not.
All right, so we're gonna get here, ladies and gentlemen, round 2 of this best of 5. Fields Gladman won the first round, and we see a Nightwing go out off the bat here from Zeg, but they weren't able to get anything from it there just yet. But Naxum about to go down. Nice safeguard. They went for the home gang too, but it was just a hair too late there.
Yeah, I mean, that was really close. I mean, right now, they still have plenty of additional use except for Nax. Oh, Audacity taking the damage, and what the... right on the secret. I mean, these bursts happen so quick, it's difficult to keep up. If these guys can't keep up with it, how are we going to keep up with it sometimes, you know?
Yeah, Aqua now was taking some damage. Does not have to purify any longer.
No, yeah.
So it could be a prime target here. Safeguard and Protect were used onto Gabriel, so that was a nice bait of 2 big defensives. They could go onto Aqua now without any problem.
Yeah, they got 2 Butcher's Blocks up, one on Naxum, one on Audacity. Either one of them could take some damage here in just a second. It looks like it's starting to fall off, though. They are backing up to get ready for these adrenaline kits, but the Gabriel taking plenty of damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they went for the stun onto Aqua, got the Purify. The moment it came up again, Adrenaline Kits just went down, and both of them went to Feels Glad, man.
Yep.
Gabriel and Zeg picking those up, so once again, melee and ranged.
Gonna see a scary double LB probably just a little bit from now. They might wait for Coling.
Yeah, very, very well could. And looks like they're trying to find their next target. Could be Naxum now. No safeguard left. Go for a stun. Butcher's block as well for that extra damage up.
Yeah. Naxum is using that wall perfectly to avoid Seagram. You can see him kind of going around the other way. He figured out he was being bursted, and he just kind of moved around and stopped all the damage. He had to reposition himself, and he just couldn't do it in time.
Foul coming out here, but we're going into culling time. Gabriel is being pressured. We saw the safeguard effect on him, and nothing was left.
And Seagram used his co-meter at that moment and got it down. Whoa. Oh my gosh, barely clipped him there. So that puts us at the 450, 350 here. We do have a melee LB from Gabriel still available, but I don't know if they will use that before the 3-minute mark.
Right. And of course, at the 3-minute mark, everyone gets their LBs who has not picked up an Adrenaline Kit already.
Yep, and Wolf's Heart, of course, will be coming out here just in 10 seconds as well. We're gonna see, who do you think they're gonna go on next?
I mean, this is a tough one. Feels Glad, man. I mean, they could keep pressuring Psycho if they want to burn through these cooldowns. Potentially, he's carrying the maximum amount of metals on tank, 20% increased damage.
Yeah, right now you can see as soon as he had the LB, he went ahead and used that so they usually use that to be a little aggressive and running for a burst. You can see Feels Glad Man pulling back after they saw that tank LB went out.
And now Gabriel being pressured. Stun goes out, but the Protect and Tank LB were used. Two huge defensive cooldowns that won't be available now for Feels Glad Man.
Yeah, no. And they do have the double LB potential on hashtag Free Tower here. We're going to see if they make use of that or wait till Coling. Wow, man.
Every time these fouls go out, man, I'm like...
Yeah, I'm expecting something crazy to happen, but they're just healing.
We see a double LB coming out here from hashtag. Who's it going to be on? On to Gabriel. Ooh. But it seems like, oh man, no, he got him down. Really nice stun follow-up there from Psycho onto Aqua. He tried to purify it, but man, it just was not enough time to get a heal in.
Yeah, no, Aqua...
They're going in onto him now. Protect was used. Doesn't have his Purify, though, if they want to try and go for another burst onto him.
Yes, look at all those dots. Oh my goodness, Aqua is just running with buffs and debuffs. Right now he's doing really good on mana, but Jinrai is about half here. Ooh, Naxum.
Yeah, Gabriel though. Ooh.
They're just going back and forth. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is just both teams here so evenly matched. We're going into the second set of Adrenaline Kits.
Ooh, Jinrai definitely taking that burst right now, but hashtag is taking advantage of them going for the burst, and they got both Adrenaline Kits here, so they're gonna be able to come back and do probably an LB fairly soon.
Seems like they're throwing out some pressure onto Jinrai. Home Gang was used. She does not have a Purify. Stun follow-up as well. A lot of damage is coming her way, but she should be okay.
Amazing there. And a lot of this burst was probably stopped here. And
Aqua, whoa! Really incredible burst there coming out.
Yeah, that gives them a very solid lead here. They can go ahead and just kind of pick off any kind of aggression here.
Yeah,
they get Gabriel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
No problem.
Yeah, right now they have 38 seconds to make a difference here when it's 525 to 275. It doesn't look like they have a lot of options here. If I was hashtag, I would just pull back. It looks like that's what they're doing. Claw, you know, trying to go in here.
Yeah, Jinrai also has no mana at this point until that Muse comes up shortly.
Yep.
Now, Gabriel and Zeg have their melee and ranged LBs, but again, only about 15 seconds left. There might not be enough.
They would have to make a really amazing play here. Look, see all the LBs happening.
Double LB coming out. Jinrai was okay, though. And Zeg goes down as well. Hashtag will secure this round 2.
All right.
Best of 5. So it's tied 1-1 at this point.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're going towards the 5-round game, guys. Almost there. Man, look at that.
What a turn of events. I mean, this was a really, really decisive win, I think, for Hashtag. What do you think, Bar?
Yeah, I think that was really good. So that last minute, I thought Zegrum was about to turn that around with that co-meteor there in that really, really tight corridor. It could have been anyone's game at that point, even though there's only 10, 20 seconds left. But still, it's those key moments where he's keeping an eye out, waiting for that group to cluster up, cast that co-meteor, and again, hitting multiple people. But I think it's been, you can see there, Naxam using that wall, as you mentioned, to LOS Zegrum, the Black Mage. It negates damage completely. If the caster can't see you, he can't cast on you, he can't hit you at all. So on top of that, it's also baiting Gabriel out behind the wall, LOSing him from his healer. So we saw there, he managed, Naxam managed to take advantage of that, get the kill, and Gabriel just too late back behind that wall and managed to die, just dropping 50 medals and pushing that lead for Hashtag Free Taro, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, they had such dominating play at the end of that match. I mean, that's what you need to do, is just kind of get those kills and slow down their damage and potential burst, because they need all. Feast is a game that's 100% team play. You can't go out there and kill someone by yourself. You need your entire team to be participating to make those kills happen. Yeah. And if you just can pick off that same person over and over again, you stop that from happening. Yeah, Gabriel's been playing very, very offensively. So you see them just pushing straight ahead into the enemy base, and it's like, the damage there and the coordination's been really, really good, as I said. So when Zegrum's coming out with the sleeps, they, while Gabriel's there forward, just pushing and pushing and pushing, eventually they just get that key damage, get the burst synced, and they just strike off the kills. All right. Does it look like our teams are ready to go? I think so. All right, guys, we're about to get into this next match, round 3. Let's just go ahead and hear some more noise to hype up the players, get them excited for this. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Yeah, it looks like the comps are exactly the same. Yeah, so the guys have, now that they're 1-1, they've both been successful on their comp. So I believe this may not give them a reason to change just yet. We might see if they feel they've lost 2 rounds that there might be a reason to change. So again, Jinrai and Naxam here on their Astral and Dragoon respectively. Audacity sticking to Bard. Barry again, these two DPS, this DPS composition, possibly the fastest composition in Feast, so they're going to really apply that pressure again. And along with the warrior damage, as I mentioned earlier, it's just going to be raw damage. It's going to be too much pressure. And now, again, one thing that I want to note again, and Barb, can you just quickly tell me why you think Naxam keeps taking Bolt? What advantage is he getting with that? The advantage with Bolt and Dragoon is that when your jump is down, you can still get across that arena very effectively if you want to play offensively. But not only if you want that, but if you want to play defensively, you can run out of the range. So again, they're playing Black Mage here. If they can't cast on you and you run out of cast range, well, you're negating damage 100%. All right. Well, it looks like we are getting into this. They are facing off yet again. Probably going to peel off those additionals off the melees. The melees are always usually the first targets they want to go on, especially since they have lower amounts of defensive additionals with them.
Yeah, we already saw Protect go out there onto Gabriel. Home gang as well there from Psycho.
Yeah, I mean...
And we actually see a sleep go onto Jinrai. I think it might have actually just been to bait the Purify, which they were able to do successfully. Gabriel on the other side knows about to go down. Needs to be careful, pop the safeguard. And Aqua should be able to keep it stabilized. But now them getting the Purify could create an opportunity to go for a kill onto Naxam. Naxam getting very close right now. Both Gabriel and Naxam have these windows of opportunity for a team to do a heavy burst on them again. They may use that to trick them, though, and try to give them an unexpected kill on someone else. Oh, yeah. Those fouls, man. I love that. Just a huge purple burst, yeah, like an explosion. Feast is sometimes like watching fireworks. It is. Yeah. Very much so. Oh, Z-Grab! Oh, no! But he's able to stay alive, I think. Trying to maintain his distance now. And as that was happening, Naxam was taking so much damage as well. This is just like back and forth. A lot of the times you'll see bursts happen at the exact same time, and it's scary when that happens because they sometimes let their guard a little bit down when they're getting that bloodlust to go and get a kill. Exactly. So we see Gabriel just getting his safeguard back up as we go into calling time. Adrenaline kits as well, since we haven't had a kill yet. Seems like Hashtag was able to get both. And wow, Naxam goes down with a nice CC from the Nightwing onto Jinrai. Yeah, Naxam was not expecting that. He has the safeguard up. He wasn't able to use that in time. And they're trying to go here onto Audacity, it seems. They were able to get his safeguard.
Yeah, they're pushing, kind of just pushing him in there, trying to take advantage of the, you know, again, 4 versus 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, Aqua's running low on mana right now, though. Oh, well, no. Size is a wonderful spell.
Now 350 left in the match. 450 to 350. Feels Cloudman in the lead, of course. Audacity being pressured out. They're looking to keep up the pressure.
Yep, and we also have Gabriel with his melee LB now. I don't know if he's going to take advantage of it before calling, but we'll see if he does that. Psycho already throwing out his tank LB, and it looks like they're not using it aggressively here. Maybe he was just expecting a burst and he just wanted to prevent it and maybe have it later down the line. Because if he uses it now, he'll have it in the last 45 seconds.
Right. Now we see a lot of damage going out here onto Audacity. They're trying to jump on him before Safeguard comes back up. He just popped it, and it seems like Psycho now actually just turned on his tank stands. It did not have it on earlier. And meanwhile, on the other side, Zeg and Gabriel now out of their Safeguard, so this could be a nice opening for them. Wolfheart comes up too, goes in favor of hashtag, so Jinrai should be happy to pick that up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to put her in a pretty good position to stay up. Oh, you can see the code meter right when Colin comes up.
And it hits Naxem, Jinrai, and Psycho.
Oh, deleted.
Man, that was 35%. Yeah. A little bit less, but oh no!
Jinrai to follow that
up.
Oh no!
Perfect plays coming out here from Fields Glad, man. They're looking to take round 3. Psycho. Safeguard was used. You should be okay, maybe.
Yeah, just barely holding on there. Home gang, man.
Jinrai was ready though, just in time.
Yeah, now they're looking pretty good. Phil's Gladman's looking pretty good with 525 versus the 275 from hashtag. But again, these games turn around so quickly.
Being pressured, a lot of damage going out there, forcing the tank LB, and that's going to create a nice opening. Naxem and Audacity of hashtag still have their melee and ranged LBs, so good option to get back in this game. Oh, foul goes out. A lot of damage.
Psycho
being thrown out from Fields Gladman.
No tank stance there, just kind of taking it and just trying to do their own burst at the same time.
It seems like they're trying to go in for a burst here shortly. Double LB coming out. Naxem and Audacity on top. And that's going to be a healer kill.
Beautiful. Now they just need to follow this up, and they have to get 2 more kills or kill Claw, and we have to see what they want to do with this.
Yeah, it seems like they are going on to Claw. And get it down. Whoa, that's 100 medals.
Yep,
going in the other direction.
So now they're 425 to 375. Cycle.
Wow, and they're going it on to Zegra. The damage keeps coming out.
Oh yeah, they
should be okay.
Yeah, they should be all right. I mean, they were trying to take advantage again of the tank being down, not being able to do any stuns or do anything to kind of stop them. But man, yeah, this puts hashtag in a pretty good position. They just got their tank LB as well. Only a minute left, and that tank LB is going to last 10-15 seconds there. Oh, here it goes. They're going to stay up definitely here for the next 5 seconds. It's going to fall off, and they're going to try to make an opening at this point. Naxem definitely looks like a very good choice for them to go on, but we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, Psycho. Ooh, man.
Yeah,
it looks like Naxem is being pressured. A lot of damage coming out here. Feels glad, man. They want to try and get this win here in round 3.
If they can get Naxem, they can go back with the lead, and it won't be enough time to follow up.
Jinrai gets home ganked. She's taking a lot of damage, and she goes down. This is going to be a 400 right now. But if they follow this up, that's going to be Feels glad, man, in the lead, and they do it.
Man.
In the last 15 seconds of the match, taking back the lead, but they're not stopping there.
There's no reason.
The LB goes out onto Audacity.
Oh yeah, I guess. Now run. 3 seconds is okay. You're good. You're good. Oh man. Wow. Give a hand to these guys, man. Wow.
Amazing comeback there from Feels Glad, man.
Ooh,
winning round 3. This best of 5. I don't know, Frosty. What do you think? You think we're going to go into game 5?
I think it's very possible here. I mean, this next game is match point for Feels Glad, man, if they do get the win here. Anything could happen, Barb.
Yeah, we saw some key moments there at the start of the game. So within the first minute, Zegram had dropped down to about, what, 10-15% HP. So to counter that, what Feels Glad, man, has done was they countered that with their own burst. So they forced Naxem down to, again, about the same percentage of HP, about 10-15%. So for Naxem to stay alive, he had to LOS Zegram. And in doing so, he couldn't kill Zegram. So offense being the optimal defense here. By trying to kill your opponent, they can't do the damage. Right. But we could see there with again, another co-meteor from Zegrum hitting multiple people. They're just constantly 2 people, so it chains on, killing Naxam and then killing Jinrai after.
Yeah, a co-meteor is such a scary, scary LB. I mean, once they hit the targets, the more targets they hit, the more scary it is for the other healer, because all those targets will be taking 25% increased damage, plus the little bit of damage they already took. And so that makes that next burst almost impossible to stop, unless if they have all their additionals up and ready to go.
But fortunately for hashtag Free Tara, Psycho has been quite on point with some of those stuns. So you could see as we turn on to Gabriel, so you hear the fell go out, or you might see the big flash, and then we switch on to Gabriel, but he's already been stunned. So there's no follow-up burst. So hashtag Free Tara, sorry.
Hashtag Phil. I wonder how
hashtag Free Tara has been quite on point to counter these bursts and just stop them entirely.
All right. Think we're ready to go into this last match here?
I think so.
All right. Well, it's not last. We don't know for
potentially.
sure. Potentially last
because
match here.
This is game point, match point here for Feels Gladman. If they win this, they'll be our European Feast regional champions.
All right. Wait a minute. Who yelled what? Free Tara? Okay. Fair. Said Jinrai? Is that right? I don't know. I can't hear these huge things in my head. How many people are going for Feels Gladman right now? All right, what about hashtag? Oh, hashtag.
A lot of support here for this team, and they're going to need it. So be sure to make some noise for them during this match if you are cheering for them.
Yeah, so again, from hashtag Free Tara, we're still seeing the Dragoon Bard come very, very dangerous. So we've seen it again, the very early on kills. So we'll see. They've won a round, so we'll see. They still have this and one more possible round remaining. So we'll see if they can turn it around. Meanwhile, back on Feels Gladman again, sticking with the Black Mage. So again, the co-meteors have been working so perfectly tonight for Zegrum. There's no need to change. And Gabriel being able to follow up with that damage, it's going to be really tough. I think if they keep up those co-meteors, they could have another round under their belt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're going to see that play there. It's so interesting to see that they're very locked into what they're playing. They don't want to change anything up. They're comfortable. But, I mean, that's what happens when you win a game. You don't want to change things up.
Yep.
But let's see what they can do here, going in at each other right now. Again, trying to peel off these additionals on the melees.
Yeah, we're seeing some initial bursts going out here.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa! Little too close for comfort there for hashtag. Jinrai just stabilizing him now.
Yeah, he should be okay right now. He's going to have to be. He knows
and then sleep goes out. Nightwing going out there onto Jinrai, but she did not fall for the bait. Held on to her Purify. Nice judgment.
Which, I mean, usually you save it for the sleep because that's the 3 seconds of, oh my goodness, again.
Ooh. We saw Nax have actually tried LOS Zeg there just for a moment.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think that they will need to do if they want to try and get a win here.
Man, they are just bullying Naxum. They just keep going on him again and again. Gabriel's taking some damage as well, though, but he has that protect up. Again, these protects, if done right, can be up every 20 seconds, which is almost every burst, just about. But again, some of these players are very, very fast. You can see a burst almost every 5 seconds.
Gabriel now. Oh, no! Wow! But Aqua trying to put in the work to keep him alive. Protect was just used. He just got his safeguard as well.
He's holding
on to it. Yep.
That's definitely the right choice because the burst has ended by then.
We're going into culling time and the adrenaline kits now.
Yeah, this is getting real scary, man.
Yeah, looks like both of them went to Feels Gladman. That's a nice pick up there. Oh no! And he goes down. That was a nice target there, of course.
Yeah.
No safeguard, and now they're trying to follow onto Jinrai. No Purify. So they could actually go in for a stun here, and there it goes. But let's see if they have enough damage to follow up.
No, it looks like she's using that wall just perfectly, but they switched targets. They were going for Audacity there. They were going to try to catch her off guard, but definitely at this level of game, not being caught off guard, but Sagram! Oh, wow!
Wow.
Holy crud. He has both his Recuperate and his Safeguard up, so he was not expecting that at all.
Yeah. Really, really nice swap there. That's going to tie the game 400 to 400. 3:35 left in the match. Aqua taking a lot of pressure. And we see a Belly LB going out here onto Psycho.
He's holding strong, though. It looks like he's going to be okay. They're trying to put a little bit of extra burst on him, but unfortunately, they weren't able to really do too much with it. Oh, to sleep on Jinrai. Use the Purify here. I think they were... Actually, was that a bait? Are they going to try to go for the burst after? Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're just going to fall back a little bit. It looks like they're playing very defensively here.
Yeah, I think they're falling back here for this Wolf Heart, it seems.
Yeah.
And everyone else just got their limit breaks now since we hit that 3-minute mark. Wolf Heart was secured by #FreeTaru.
You can see that healer LB happen right at that moment, too, to make sure no one went down. They're just leaving that Wolf's Heart back there.
Aqua might be in some trouble here in the later stages of the match with his mana, since they were not able to secure that.
Yeah, Claw getting really, really low. Jinrai is debating going out there to get that Wolf's Heart. It would be very useful for her, but she knows as soon as she's out in the open, in the middle like that, it's going to be bad.
Just like that, Zegram got the Meteor. It hit Psycho and knocks them 25% damage up onto them, but they're going down to Jinrai, it seems. Tanko B was used from Psycho.
Their mana's so low, that Wolf's Heart would be so good right now.
Wow. Ranged LB coming out here from Audacity. Hitting Gabriel, 25% healing down onto him.
Oh, the
melee LB going out. Gabriel goes down. And that's actually going to put # in the lead, 450 to 350. And that should give Jinrai a chance to get the Wolf Heart, but I think it actually it actually disappeared because she wasn't able to pick it up on time. That's how much pressure Feels Gladman has been trying to put on their team.
But if you look at Aqua, 500 mana right now, he is in a world apart.
He is going to need some help here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a tough call for them.
Yeah, they need to fall back and just let him try to get mana back. He did get that Asize off, so he should be okay. Muse should be back up. It looks like he is recovering here.
Adrenaline Kids come up, the final set. One going to Feels Gladman. Both of them, actually. So see how they distribute these.
They're going to need it if they want to make a comeback here. Gabriel definitely getting it to get that melee LB. Oh,
Audacity. Home gang, but he was ready with the safeguard.
And they had to fall off that. They don't have the home gang anymore for the burst, so they're going to be able to run away.
1 minute left.
Oh, the sleep!
And then melee LB going down. Oh!
That sleep was so beautiful!
Jinrai goes down, and if they can get another kill, they could secure this victory here in the grand finals. That's it.
70
goes down.
Oh, man!
And it seems like they're trying to throw some pressure up here onto Psycho.
Yeah, they have to stop them from running away. They have to do whatever they can to keep them in here. They have 30 seconds before this is all over. They have to go out there and make something happen.
If Feels Gladman wins, they will be your European Feast regional champions.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
LB was used from Claw, but it's not going to last the full duration, so there's still going to be about a 15-second opening for # to potentially get a kill.
Yeah, this is not over yet. 15 seconds.
Yeah,
they got to get in and get that burst, though.
Getting stunned. 10 seconds.
Oh.
The damage, though.
6.
It's not going to be enough. Feels Gladman has done it. Oh, your European Feast regional champion.
Oh my goodness, guys! Wow. Let's go ahead and bring. Let's get Clem and Rodrina back on the stage. We want to make sure to keep this energy going. This is amazing. Really good job by them. Holy
look at that.
Oh, look at Thieves coming out. Oh, all the teammates coming out here. Clem, yeah, let's go.
I was just watching them cheer. Hey, don't break the chairs.
Yeah.
You guys are knocking over some chairs over there.
My God, what a game! What a game! Oh my God. Can I ask you guys to please stand up as well? Guys, can you please come in front of your stage? So first of all, I would like to say a big. Where is Sheria? Sheria, can you come back as well? Thank you, Sheria. I would like to say a big thank you and congratulations to team #FreeTaru, Sheria Barnes, Jinrai, Phantom Mage, Audacity Rai, Naxav Nekovu, Psycho Falafel. Congratulations, guys. I mean, you lost, but it was very close. You fought like immensely bravely. You want to say a few words? You're cool.
Yeah, the games were bloody. It was a pleasure to play. We had a lot of fun. Congrats to the winners. And yeah, I also want to wish my friend happy birthday, Raf. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Raf.
Thanks to all the people coming here and supporting us. It's been a pleasure. And also thanks to all the memers on Twitch.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again to #FreeTaro.
Seems I have the EU Feast Regional Champions right next to me. Everyone give them a round of applause. And I want to hear your thoughts. So obviously we saw at the start of the match, you guys had a little bit of a rocky start on that game one. How did you keep it together and keep the momentum going to come back?
Like, we knew it was going to be messy the first game. Like, we were like, okay guys, it's just the first game, let's focus on the next ones. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you think that strategy kind of helped you guys. Why don't you tell me about your comp? So I know you guys have 6 players, so how did you kind of decide who was going to play in the matches and what comp you were going to run?
We were just running like screams. And in one of our matches, I was like, yeah, guys, let's try Black Mage. Because I was trying it was fucking powerful. Like, even in, it was too much powerful.
Too much power.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations, you guys, again. Give them another round of applause. You guys are the regional champions.
And before we give you guys your well-deserved trophies, wait a minute, so it's 6 of you, so I can't go home with a trophy. Oh, well.
Sorry, Clem.
We would like to call on a very special guest to say a few words and give you guys your trophies. So can you please help me welcome back to the stage the producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV, Naoki Yoshida.
どこ立てばいいの? Where?
So Naoki Yoshida, you spent actually half the show backstage with the players watching the games. How did that feel?
そもそも予選からね、2階からねずっと見てたんですよ。
We were actually watching the finals from that balcony seat upstairs. From the
まあこれだけねたくさんの皆さん集まってる中で本当にプレッシャーもすごいあったと思うんですけど、一戦一戦素晴らしい試合を見せてもらいました。
But seeing how many people have gathered for this event, I'm sure the pressure was really on the players. But I think I got to watch really spectacular fights.
特にファイナル3戦目LB ね重ねてアドレナリンラッシュ重ねられて一時逆転された時は流れ変わるかなと思ったんですけど再逆転して勝利したんであそこでかなり有利になったなって思って裏でねみんなで歓声上げながら見てました。
Especially in the final round in the third battle when those LBs or adrenaline rush just kept on and we felt that the tables were turned and then you came back. We were cheering backstage for you guys.
素晴らしい試合でした本当に。
Again, wonderful fight.
Congratulations. And now is the time to give them the trophies. So can I ask your help, Naoki Yoshida, to give them what they deserve?
Congratulations! Nice fight, good game. Congratulations! Congratulations! Good game. Congratulations! Good game. Congratulations! Good game. Good game. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Feast Regional Championship Europe champions, feels that man. Woo! you so much, everyone. And before we wrap it up, I just want to give also another massive round of applause for our 3 commentators, Barboren, Frosty, and Plus One. Thank you, guys. And that's it from us. So if you're watching us on Twitch, this was the last show of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. We really finished with a bang. At the venue, you'll have a little bit more time to do one last round of activities, and then it's going to be, of course, the big event of the day, the concert of the Primals. So please look forward to that.
And don't forget, the Tokyo Fan Festival is next month, and there will be the Feast Regional Championships there as well, so be sure to tune in and watch those matches. I'm excited to watch.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called of light.